Everyone, welcome back to another evening of D&D. We are NotGreatRPG, and we're here once again for the City of Oshuamp. Woo! It's gonna be a great time.
Well, don't shake.
I'm gonna block. I've given myself.
The chance to be even more scared.
When he just slapped. That's worse. That's
I can
so
see you.
Oh my god!
You gotta roll against him and
there.
then
Yeah, because we have monitors now for the DMs.
That's where you
so
should
that way
pop
you
up
can
and go,
actually
make a death
see.
save.
I'm alive!
Or are you?
I haven't taken damage. You're right.
We're going to go around the table real quick and introduce ourselves, and then we're going to have a recap and pick up where we left off last week. Always, I'm Don, and tonight I'll be playing Ether Revia, the Grave Domain Cleric Boy. Man.
Surprise, I'm still not Lawrence. But I am still playing Yalumla. For now.
what the fuck was that?
Skin stepper, buddy. You're here to learn.
Okay,
Step skin.
Yalum high.
Ooh, Yalum hello.
my name is Paul, and I
Is it?
play
You
Felix,
think you play Felix.
and I almost always wear green on Tuesday,
Yes, you do.
even when you can't see it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, I wear
Sure,
pants.
Paul.
Come on! This is a good quote for the moment that just happened. No! Bran, a.k.a. Paul.
I'm Glenn, and I play Vorse, the Eldritch Knight. Yeah, that's right. You know what I am now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm Sarah, and I play Ritora. This will be fine.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm DJ. I play Nesgrim. I'm Nesgrim, and I play DJ.
Very good.
So sincere.
Right? I'm sorry. Forgive me. I forget who I am sometimes.
It's very confusing.
He's powered up on the Sour Patch Kids.
Yeah.
Someone popped up on Mountain Dew.
It is a 1-to-1 ratio.
Is that Redberry?
It's the red berry.
It's the red berry.
Redberry. I'm lit off the red berry.
Yeah, I'm John, and I'm the Dungeon Master for the City of Oshuamp. Last week, when we once again convened here for ye old good times, we concluded our conversation with Adelstan. We had a very passionate moment. No, I'm just kidding. We had a very passionate moment. We did. With Felix in the air.
What?
In the air.
He
I don't remember that conversation with Adelstan.
and you were the only two in the room.
I thought I saw Adelstan. I was like, that was a horrible conversation.
It was not passionate at all. Super spooky conversation with Adelstan. The carriage started to go off. Felix stepped out and went back a little bit behind the crew.
And also
did some
went off.
stuff. Yes.
Stepped out?
Yeah, the skins. Absolutely, of course.
Step
he did.
skin.
That's really what I was checking
Yeah.
on. Is he still in his skin?
Vorse went back, make sure his good friend was not dead in the trees for some weird reason. Found him. They talked for a little bit. Everybody else in the carriage was like, "Oh, that's weird. We really don't want to split up anymore, but that's probably fine." Eventually, Felix and Vorst returned to the carriage. Vorst trying to scare Nesgrim. I believe you did notice him. Yeah. Tried to scare Nesgrim on his skeletal horse, but Nesgrim saw him. Nesgrim has a skeletal horse now. It's also fine.
It's metal.
We also went over the fact that for now, after 58 episodes, we've decided that your holy symbol is in fact a falling star, which is as well, which is great. It's been on your shield, evidently, for 58 episodes and a number of years beforehand, and you definitely inherited that from your father, just so you know. That's also great for me.
Inherited shield from my father. Had it many years before I got to the city. Got it.
Yep.
It's
Yeah.
a falling star.
Yeah, it's great.
That's fine.
not good.
It's totally good. Yeah, we were in the carriage. We were like, oh my god, it's nice to be going back towards the city. Everything's going to be peaceful again. We found some spooky tracks of what Vorst identified once again as an orc warband. It had the cantankerous odor of what he identifies as the plague-born orcs, and Ritora was like, oh my god, we've got to get back to the city in a hurry. Let me make sure that everything's going to be A-okay for the future. Oh my god, what have I done? Casted Druidcraft, saw like a couple hours of clear weather and then a slowly progressing and heightening snow. And then Vorst right by her was like, oh my god, it suddenly reeks of death. And Ritora felt the comparable cold, chilling numbness, but a strange new slicing sensation in her palm. Slowly started to pull away her glove and realized, oh dear God, it's so much worse. Why is it just so much worse? Extending around her fingers towards the back of her hand, the, wonderful mark of the rotting one. And yeah, Corin is like, what the fuck, guys? Get in the car. Like, we gotta go home. We shouldn't even be here. By rights, we shouldn't even be here. Grab Ritora, threw her in the car. Everybody was like, all right, let's fucking go.
He literally threw her in the car like a child.
We started to skedaddle towards the edge of the fellwood. And then at the threshold, the line of the trees, as the little bit of light that was coming out through the overcast skies, the two people in the front, Vorst and Nesgrim, saw a strange, almost mirage-looking creature of what looked like a large standing humanoid figure. It was previously what looked like Malo, our good friend Aether's raven. They halted, called out to it. It, again, in traditional mirage fashion, kind of dissipated, became incredibly wavy. I described it like video game glitches because it does kind of look like what Missing No would have looked like in original Pokemon games, just because that's how mirages look to me. Yeah, I mean, when like a thing just suddenly starts rapidly shaking and, changing shape, it looks pretty comparable to that. And then they saw a humanoid figure in a black cloak with, black feathers extending off of the shoulders. It was hooded. They panicked and were like, holy fucking shit, and as they blinked from the light, they weren't blinded by it, but as they blinked from the light, the figure dissipated. And Aether heard them calling out the name Malo and stumbled out of the cart, slithered on his belly. Below the horse. Out towards Malo, right by Corin and Ritora's legs. Started to stumble, and they were just like, dude, you're in agony, like, stay in the car. Really was concerned about the sudden presence and appearance and disappearance of Malo. Said that it was probably a wonderful figure watching over them, because that's the things that I do as a DM. And we were like, yeah, dude, sure.
You do?
I do that all the time.
Very often.
Yalumlo came outside of the carriage and was like, all right, buddy, let's go. Let's get inside. And yeah, we hopped back into the carriage. We've got Nesgrim still on his skeletal horse. Vorst, were you getting on the skeletal horse with him as we were leaving the Fellwood? Mm-hmm. So it would be Nesgrim and Vorst on the skeletal horse. That's a weird tongue twister.
The bone steed.
I hate it.
Vorst on the horse, of course.
And yeah, everybody else
No
in
remorse.
the old super safe carriage. As we are making our way out of the Fellwood. I said Sarah needs to roll really well tonight, and I meant that. Everyone else is safe. For sure.
Why are you looking at me?
It'll be fine.
Okay.
I got him.
Okay.
I feel better now. So I will tell you that, Did you have a question?
Quick question.
Yeah.
Because of the nature of my steed, would it, give the impression of a name at all? Or is that, would I not get a sense of, it's called this? Obviously, it couldn't tell me, hi, my name's Greg. But,
you could name it Greg. I'm
a
assuming.
horse named Greg.
What about Gregory?
What about Wembley?
No.
Big fan of riding Wembley.
It was right there.
A name?
Would it give me a sense?
Horse.
Because it's the nature of it. You know what I mean? Because it's a celestial...
That's a celestial?
Yeah.
Can't you pick fiend or undead for it, or does it have to be celestial?
I mean...
Well, it says I pick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He wants a celestial skeletal horse.
What the fuck?
I mean, he's a celestial.
I'm a
so that-
celestial skeletal dude.
I mean, you're probably half celestial. I don't have divine sense, but if I did...
Kind of want it to be Nesgrim Jr.
Come on, Junior.
Get on Nesgrim! I mean, Junior!
We can't do shadow facts for legal reasons, but we can do car facts.
Ooh, I was going to say Shadow
I feel
Printer.
like that's more dangerous.
That's good. That's more on the nose. I like that. Shadow printer's good.
A good skeleton.
There's gotta be a good bone pun one. Come on.
What can I call you, horsey? You can call me the rotting one.
I mean, yeah.
Okay. There's nothing scary about that.
A good skeletal bone name.
Femorella.
What's no?
I really like that one.
First
Such a good
Cinderella.
trend in all
Now
of the
this-
names.
My
you
gut,
Dude, it's Snow White Bone.
Uncomfortable.
Snow White Bone.
Snow White Bone. That's
my
the new-
gut reaction is Abraxas, but
I was also gonna say Praxis, actually.
Braxis or
Yeah.
Praxis?
Abraxas.
Praxis.
What is that?
Look it up.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you have your brachial bones.
Riblets.
I like riblets.
McRib.
Your horse is now called Riblets.
I feel like that's a Nestor name.
It definitely in your head when you're like, do you have a name? It telepathically communicates with you because it's a horse.
McRib.
McRiblet.
Oh no.
Not McRiblet. I'm cool with Riblet.
Riblet, the noble steed.
Donkey.
All right, my horse's name is Riblet.
Riblet. All right, everybody, Riblet.
I'll write that one down.
Yep.
It's really close to Ribbit, which is a frog. PogChamp, we've done it.
Very good. Yeah, so you two are on the skeletal horse Riblet as you
The ink's dry. It's final.
break the threshold of the Fellwood and find yourself once more out inside the vast openness of the northern reaches here. And, you know, carriage is rumbling along behind you. I will absolutely again reiterate that Corin is adopting a fast pace because death awaits.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Cinnamon. It's fine.
Cinnamon awaits.
roll up to the front of the cart.
Sure, yeah, I would say that you are still realistically adjacent to Corin in the front seat, so you're gonna poke your head out of the little opening
Yes.
of the carriage.
Corin,
What?
things might get worse if we do not get inside the city very quickly.
Yes. That's why I'm going fast.
I understand. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Can I see him?
Yeah, you'd be able to see him kind of like
Into
peering
his
over
mind.
his shoulder.
Eyes on the road.
I have eyes everywhere.
Did you say that out loud?
Seriously,
He
guys.
says that he definitely mutters that out loud.
It is good to know. Eyes in the city.
No, I mean out here in the wild.
Oh, okay. I received a bit of a forewarning about her.
Alright. Like a bad one?
Yes.
Well, that's not good.
No, I can't imagine.
Why are you like this?
Open the fucking popcorn bag during the scene where someone's dad is like, just
the loud crunching of potato chips in a silent theater.
Yep. When Spider-Man's giving his little speech. Yes. I feel so good.
Uncle Ben's fucking dying and DJ's popping open the popcorn bag as a bystander. Get your
You're
car
like
stolen?
1,000 M&Ms start raining down on the theater floor.
Sorry.
Oh, my bad.
Oh my
I'm
goodness.
the
And then he
worst.
gets up and steps on them and tries to clean up his the
crunching.
And you know he's the guy in front of you.
With great power. God!
I was trying so hard to be quiet. You had it right under the microphone. Like, I'm trying really hard to be quiet. I don't know what happened. Put it under the table. Turn around.
I'll cover up the sound of the bag.
Put a condom on your head. Do anything.
Literally anything but what you did.
Alright.
Don't close the bag. Just leave it open. It's fine. The top layer will be stale. The rest will be fine.
He's worried about the red berry escaping.
You were going to say, Sarah, when Corin definitely says it's not good.
I didn't think it was ever going to be. Otherwise, we wouldn't have come out here in the first place.
Yeah, I mean, you're definitely marked by something horrible.
Yeah. That's.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look at Ether. You got a warning?
Yes. From Malo. Or whatever Malo is. A deity of sorts.
Just gonna look around in the cart.
You see your friends.
Well, like, no, like kind of like, is he crazy? Type look.
Oh,
the
yeah,
others?
the other people
Yeah.
that are back here in the seats. So, I mean, Forrest, Yalomlo, and, Sleepy Time Rearda.
Yeah.
I'm on the horse.
After all the
You're on
things
the
you've seen.
Okay, so it's just him then. I'm just like,
The bird does seem to have been around for quite a while. And not just here.
okay.
You saw the same thing we did.
I didn't see anything.
I mean the vision.
Right.
I have my eyes peeled as we're going.
I'm peeling my
Yeah.
eyes.
So during the moment where DJ did open the bag, is Nesgrim just like, sure is brisk out here? Because I like to imagine that did, to some degree, happen
So
in the
fucking
game.
sunny, vampire!
Do we have to go this fast?
Corin, you okay?
Is he steaming? Wait, is he steaming?
Is it sunny?
Yeah, it's overcast, so like there are rays of sun, but he has his enormous hood up, obscuring the majority of his face. He's got big fucking gauntlets on, so he's very well
He's
covered.
He's about to feel real bad if he's out here sizzling.
Things are not good.
Okay, I didn't know it could talk. I guess.
Yes.
It's a weird bird.
If the worst should happen and you need to leave me outside the city, I may need to find my own way in. I would prefer, of course, to be there, because I believe I am needed for the ritual, but her safety is paramount.
At the very least, we should be able to get into the North District.
Yes. They all know
In which case,
me.
you could stay with Clark.
Hopefully we will find some way to get into the district we need to.
So we're bringing the others out to us.
Yes. We will find a way.
Interesting. Very good.
What? You need 2 empty halves of coconuts.
I do. I will tell you that after a few moments out into the sun, Ritora, you start to feel discomforted by it.
By the sun?
Yes. As though it stings ever so slightly.
Like an allergy?
Something along the lines of an allergy. The exposed portions of your face feel an incredibly intense heat despite it being overcast, and it doesn't feel to you right.
Pull my... Look over at Corin, who's got like...
Very.
You're like, yeah, do one of those. This is fine.
Well, I will tell you that it was 6 hours back to the city to reach the Fellwood. At a fast pace, it will take approximately 3 hours, especially with pretty nice conditions for at least the majority of it, and that the heaviness of the snow is thankfully right at that threshold of the time at which you would be reaching the city. Do not know if there's anything anybody would like to do, attempt to do, or say while we are beginning our journey back to the city.
Vorst is with me on Riblet, right?
Yes. Yep.
About how long to the city now, Vorst?
From the edge of the...
From the edge of the Fellwood.
Yeah.
You knew it was a 6-hour walk.
Yeah.
And we're moving at a fast pace.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Roughly 3 hours.
Okay. Let me know when we're within eyesight so I can not ride this horse up to the city walls.
Are you not driving the horse?
What?
You'd be able to see the city.
He's gonna fall asleep.
Wake me up over here.
He actually took a micro nap, then asked you to do that, and he woke back up.
He drifted a little bit. He was like, oh shit, I better tell Forrest to wake me
The
up.
horse's name is Tesla.
You have a self-driving horse.
Riblet, the self-driving horse.
I mean, they are.
They are.
But you know what I mean.
Let me know when I see the city.
I shouldn't really take this blindfold off.
Just slightly before, so that way I don't like ride out into a clearing on a skeletal horse like a crusader into battle. Like,
That's fine.
The only thing I would do is double check with Corin to make sure he's feeling all right with all the sunlight.
Yeah, I mean, when you asked, he would clearly indicate like it's discomforting, but it is not currently causing him pain.
Not like
because it's overcast.
Not like before.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, with it being overcast, he is still pretty
He's good.
safe.
All right. Good.
I'd also take the time of the ride back to ask him what celestial means.
Mm-hmm.
Because he said it, and I still don't know what it means.
I think we established that Nesgrim doesn't know that word.
mm-hmm.
No.
Mm-hmm.
No,
Like,
that was DJ.
early on, I think we established that Nesgrim doesn't know what that word means.
Correct.
When I asked Corin, I would just look to the right and just glare at Ritora, and then.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's that? Discomfort?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna like pull my sleeve up and maybe not that one, this one.
Let me check the time.
Come get us! Oh my, it's hot!
Let's get this thing some sun.
Let me just check the wind direction real quick here.
So you
But I
pull up.
want to like just like test the.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not like an instantaneous thing. Like you expose the little bit of skin on the back of your arm. You know, it doesn't immediately feel like it's a burning sensation. It just feels like a heat that, like, when you have sunburn, how your skin remains very warm and sensitive afterward. It feels like that. Like a sunlight sensitivity that's slowly growing inside of you.
Good.
I'm just gonna cover that.
Good.
You son of a bitch.
Yes, Don, because you were going to ask me something.
I'm going to bandage my legs with whatever fabric we have of some kind, just in case we need to run. I'd like my skin to stay on my legs.
Oh, yeah. I would like that as well.
I thought we already bandaged you up.
You did, but like you just ran around and crawled in the snow,
Yeah,
so it's definitely
I'm
kind of wet.
Making
I mean,
sure that it's... if they're wet bandages, I'm taking them off and
Mhm.
finding other pieces of bedroll or whatever.
Sure, yeah, no,
fabric.
I will 100% ask you to make me a medicine check for that, because the idea of changing bandages on
Yeah.
newly burnt skin is
On a rough ride?
yeah,
15.
on a fast horse.
Yeah.
And there's not fingernail clippers in Oshuamp.
Yeah, no, I'll say that you very carefully, slowly kind of wrap around and are
Business
capable of
number 2.
removing the bandages. You see the incredibly dark, charred skin of your, from like right around knee height down, which is the reason for why it's so difficult for you to move.
Yep.
Yeah, I will tell you that in terms of like cloth, I'll say that you've got additional bedroll again. So I mean, Corin would have had one that he would have brought out, just mainly for use as like a pseudo stretcher.
Sure.
Like there's definitely linen style cloth in there that will be easier on the wounds as opposed to like the abrasiveness of a wool.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to.
No. I would use that with trying to preserve at least the ability to still use it as a bedroll to the best of my ability. If I'm like not taking the stuffing out, just trying to get like pieces of the whatever. I mean,
Well,
if I can, I can.
it would be
that's
the
fine.
linen sheet. I would
Sure,
say that
okay.
like you would still be able to use it as a bedroll. You just wouldn't have the linen sheet. You would need to
Sure.
use something else to replace the function of the sheet.
Sure, and I'm going to use the remainder of my burnt pants that I'm not wearing currently because I swapped into the other pair to like do the tying portion.
Sure. Yeah. Secure it fastly. Yeah. No. Absolutely. I mean, we'll say that takes you about 30 minutes of this ride. Again, I do not know if there's anything else anybody wants to do. We, on our ride back, are going to have checks that are occurring at hour-long increments. So I do not know if there's anything anybody else wants to do in this remaining 30 minutes of traveling space.
Are we getting a short rest in while we're doing this, or is this considered a high enough intensity?
I would say it's high enough intensity, especially because, like, riding a horse, in my eyes, does not qualify. This is also, like, a bumpy enough road where, yeah, I'd say it's not really like you're resting very comfortably.
I don't think Ether's ever, like, properly prayed before, but I'm going to reach out in the style that he would normally for not necessarily guidance, but just to the powers that I'm aware of now in some attempt to glean anything.
Absolutely. You can make for me a wonderful religion check.
Let's say 10.
Yeah, I will tell you that, you kind of pause momentarily, and it's more that sense of calmness that comes over to you while you're meditating late at night.
Sure.
Like that peaceful tranquility of sitting out under the beautiful night sky and just kind of breathing in the cool, calm night air. Yeah, I will tell you that as you take those moments of respite and enter into that like sort of pseudo tranquility over this 30 minutes remaining, I will tell you that it does not feel as though there is any additional sense of clarity or certainty that you gain from this. I will tell you that the greatest feeling that you have during this state of meditation is a renewal of the fortitude to save your friend, of the idea that no matter what, remember that you will do whatever it takes, whatever the cost, because that is the man that you are, and that is the, I don't want to say duty, but that has been the pilgrimage, effectively, that you have been on. That is your journey.
Yeah.
And just the sensation of, like, I can be okay with that.
Yeah, I'm doing the right thing.
Yes.
Cool.
Anybody else? 30 minutes, open space. Well, technically for you guys, more like the hour of open space, because for him it's like 30-ish minutes of covering bandages, 30-ish minutes of meditation. Anybody else? Carte blanche.
I'll just be keeping my eyes open around us and behind, watching the, make sure they're still within sight of us.
Mm-hmm.
I'd probably do the same from the front. Just keep an eye out for
Sides.
any signs of immediate danger.
Sure.
Or future danger, if I see it.
Future danger. Very good. Anybody else?
For a little bit, I'd probably close my... Why?
Damn, Paul.
It reset for no reason.
You would close your laptop.
Yeah, I'll close my laptop. 30 minutes to close my laptop.
I'll install this Windows update.
Damn it.
Come on, unplug your power cord.
No.
Well, I'll soon the update.
He's in charge.
I just did, see?
All right, yeah, so I'm just going to close my eyes for a little bit and relax.
Good.
And think of that nice starry night.
Absolutely. Very good. Yell them low.
Just contemplating.
Sure. Absolutely. Yeah. I will tell you individuals who are keeping your peepers out, you can make active peeping checks.
I would also make a peeping check, because I'm,
Yeah.
You're not napping?
I'm steering the horse. Someone's got a direct
Tell me
rillet.
when I see the city.
You know what?
Could it be an 18
Very good.
for my peep check?
Very good.
So I'm a little messed up because my hood's up.
Yeah,
I did-
peripherals
yeah.
a little affected.
I did get a 10.
10. Okay. DJ?
8.
8. Yeah, no, I will tell, obviously, it's mostly I'm making you make active checks because we are fast traveling. So it's like, instead of having it be passive perception with the negative modifier from traveling, it's like the disadvantage. I'm not going to do the disadvantage. I would rather just do active peep checks because I think it's more fun. Rolling dice is a good time. Yeah, I will tell the two of you that you don't see anything really as signs of danger, like you, because you're looking straight ahead for the majority of the travel. Like, there's not really a clear road for you. You just know the southwesterly direction in which you should be going back towards the city of Oshuamp. During this first initial hour, it's very calm and peaceful. It feels tranquil, like a very slight breeze. You see snow wafting up from the ground. It looks like a pretty dusting. Nothing really strange or ominous. Sarah, you would see the same thing, especially with peripheral vision being partly affected by the hood. Forrest, you had an 18. Yeah, I will tell you as well, you would be doing a bit more of like an ambient because you said you wanted to look over to
Yeah, I
make sure
want to keep
that they're
track of them,
sticking with-
look at us, where we're going, around sides.
Yeah, no, I will tell you that as you are looking more in like a 360 degree kind of like periscope, like spinning around. That same thing. It does not seem like there's anything strange or ominous. You see in the distance what looks like starting to come into focus a little bit of the heights at the horizon, like the edge of what would be, to you, the highest points of the fortifications of Oshuamp. And I will tell you as well, you would know that you are approaching the area of the bones of the Ancient Ones and are probably about an hour away from that area.
Upon sight of the heights of the fortifications, I would direct him
Yeah, make sure we're in line.
to get the trajectory right.
Yeah,
So that
absolutely.
we're not like gonna overshoot it.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I'll say even with like the 18, I won't make you make like a subsequent survival check to like align the trajectory, the pathway. Yeah, no, you give them a good direction, and we are steady on course. And Sarah, make a con save.
Just waiting for it.
Oh yeah.
It's a good one.
Looking
It's
at my
gotta
eyes,
be a
DJ.
good one.
12.
Oh.
Oh fuck.
Con is not my
Strong suit.
strongest.
Yeah.
I was laughing at those wisdom checks because I have a +7 to wisdom.
I
don't have
know.
that for con.
No, you don't.
Do you want mine?
Just give you.
You like some con?
Oh no.
Here's your con.
John needed more coffee before he described what happened.
Yeah.
Well, it was nice playing with you.
Oh no.
There it is. How many dice is that? Is that 4? What was that, 5? Ooh.
Did I get a 6 when we hear a 7? I got a 7 when we hear an 8. Now I got an 8.
No, I prefer the black one. The black one always rolls higher. Sweet, sweet violence. Uh-oh.
Too much violence or not enough violence? It depends on how much you care about me in this very moment, what that face means.
I'm the rotting one right now. I'm not John.
Okay, so that's a good face that you're disappointed by, right?
That was a face of pleasure.
No, the face you wanted was
Why will they ever get punished?
Yeah, where we all dodge the acid.
no. Instead, you got
I will tell you, in that same sensation you had with the slicing in the center of your palm, you feel that sharp extension of what feels like that, again, knife through flesh, slow, over the course of what feels like a minute, extending around your hand, down your wrist, and it feels, I hate to say it because you haven't had a tattoo, but it's that same kind of continual puncturing of what feels like your skin slowly splitting. And it feels like it cracks around your hand, up towards the bottom portions of your finger, and down towards your wrist. And it is 26 necrotic damage.
What a number.
And Sarah, your hit point maximum is reduced by 26.
Why do I have temporary? Oh, that's
Oh
not-
no.
It's
Oh no.
It's
And I will tell you that, you know, you're too far away. I will tell, even with the flap of the carriage kind of closed, the three of you in the back of the carriage, as well as Rearda, have this sudden gust. Like it would feel like a breeze. Like again, if you slap by your face and you have that sudden transposition of like, oh my god, what is that? Like somebody just dropped perfume. But obviously not of perfume. The cantankerous odor of rotting flesh. So you as a man that's been around dead bodies, this smells like a fetid corpse
Oh no.
just suddenly hit you from the front of the carriage.
Oh.
Yeah, like incredibly unpleasant.
Well, I mean, corn can't be in running water. Don't judge him.
Yeah, I'm gonna push my way up to the front. Shove
Ritora's
my head through
like
the
doubled over.
Ritora, are you okay? What happened?
She is dying.
I know.
I can smell death. As I'm sure you also now can,
Yes.
with how potent this is.
How do you change your max hit points? Just
I believe if you click on it, there
There's-
should be an area at the top for, like, override.
Or you could just,
there's max hit point modifier and override max hit point.
that would be
Override max hit
Override.
point. Yep.
Is there space for me up
You
here?
could also just do your temporary hit points so you remember what the original value was.
Mhm.
Okay.
I would say that there would be.
Yeah, I'm gonna climb up to the front and just like hold Ritora in my lap as she's doubled over.
Okay.
Um,
We have an hour.
while we're sitting here, Is that pain continual? Like, does it?
Happens and fades, and then everywhere in which that slicing felt is now completely numbed.
I'm going to dig through my belongings
Mm-hmm.
and. Oh wait, Vorse's.
Everything was thrown into the back of the carriage.
Okay.
So if you were looking for something that would have been in your inventory, it most likely would be in the back of the carriage in one of the bags or sacks or something.
Yeah, I mean, if I don't really have anything on me, then never mind.
Sure. We have 1 hour. You two don't know that this is happening. I will tell you that.
Mm-hmm. I would just keep cruising Riblet.
Yeah.
Actively keeping watch on
So
them
stupid.
around. I'd also check up.
Yeah, no, you would see the cloud cover kind of intensifying.
They're
Where
giant fucking birds.
No.
Not yet.
No. Nothing
That's how we're gonna
strange.
get into the city.
Cloud cover kind of intensifying, becoming significantly more overcast.
Can I smell the snow on its way?
The snow? Yeah. Yeah, you're definitely able to detect a growing change in the weather. You feel it like in your bones, you feel it like just the natural growing humidity of the snow accumulating in the clouds above you. Mm-hmm.
With the trajectory that we're on right now, how close to the bones are we gonna come?
You would be passing pretty close to them, within like a couple hundred feet.
Okay. Alright, yeah, I'm good. Just looking around.
Mm-hmm.
Either
Ritora.
in with my stuff is Camilla's dagger.
Yes.
Give it to Vorse if I don't make it back.
You will make it. But if you don't, I promise I will rid the world of this plague that ails you. And I will do whatever I can for you. I am sorry that you have to go through this.
It's my own doing.
You have not made poor choices in life. You deserve to live. And if I am able to save your soul, but not your body, you will deserve to cross.
If it puts everyone else in danger, don't try to save me.
I will make sure everyone else is safe.
If I become something like Adrian did,
We will find a way. I will sit with you until we get to the city. I'm sorry.
there's nothing to be sorry for. This was my own doing. And you all have done everything to this point to help me. It won't be for nothing, at least. I'm not the only one in the city.
Yes. I will do whatever I can. And I will guide you.
Thank you.
Gonna sit and comfort Ritora for an hour to the best of my ability.
After a nice long silence, like 20 minutes, just a little piece of caramel comes through, wrapped, floating.
Thank you. Oh. Oh, forgive me. I've not had sweets in years. But I suppose I can wait.
I don't think you should wait.
Thank you.
Another one comes through very slowly. Not towards Corin this time, it's going towards Ritora.
Thank you.
Deny her once again.
I needed that. It was getting heavy up here.
No, I don't.
Yeah, no, a little caramel flows up.
Thank you.
Oh, it goes past you. It goes to them.
Rita jumps on it.
Eat it, Carl.
Yeah, now you hear Corn just kind of like, rolling it around in his mouth, like a loud clanking sound of like the Jolly Ranchers. It was very good.
Thank you, Felix.
There's no response.
Dying is far from fun, isn't it? Especially when slow.
I've had more fun than this,
Yeah.
but it's fine for now. I mean, I can't feel it anymore, so.
Yes. You see he kind of like closes his eyes for a second. And I will tell you that a very comparable experience for what you witness when you have seen Nesgrim use Divine Sense, you see radiate out from Goran. Yeah. You won't feel it. Well, that is a good thing. Trust me. A neck breaking is quite a painful experience, as I'm sure that is as well.
Just gonna hold Ritora.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna speak into Felix's mind.
Mm-hmm. You have any candy?
I would have thought that it wanted her alive.
I'll respond. Doesn't need her in there. Just a body.
No replacement. If she succumbs to it, well, that might be worse than going before. Obviously, the hope is that we make it back in time.
If she does, it won't be good news for us.
Are you still resolved not to participate? We will find a way.
Nesgrim has already volunteered.
Hopefully it works that way. Only one way to find out. And then I would pull the gem out and pull one of my gloves off, and out loud I would start talking to Kabbalah and the presence in the gym. I was hoping to have more time to prepare, but I feel that I need your permission if I am to participate. I would hear your input first. And then I'm just going to meditate on that.
I'll tell you, as about 30-40 minutes or so have passed during this time frame. Cloud cover kind of becomes more dense, and the sun rays kind of become, incredibly obscured. That sensitivity that you are having obviously cools and begins to fade. As that happens, I will tell you that, as you're kind of leaning against Ether, and it's like Corin pushed against the side, you right to his left, and then Ether right to your left. I'll tell you that Corin just kind of holds the reins in one hand and tucks them between his knees and keeps them steady, and he begins to pull off his gauntlets. You can see once again his incredibly dark and gray, cracked hands. I can at least hold your hand as well. It's not fun to die alone.
Not alone.
I know. And you will not be. Yeah. Corin just kind of rests his hands to the side and takes the reins with one hand and holds them steady. It's kind of like, lolling down at an angle.
I got Ether on one side, Corin on the other.
Yeah. Please make another con save, sir.
I don't think you even have to roll, John.
You never know.
I got a nat 1.
Where are you going, Paul?
Don't worry, I didn't lock the door.
Hello. Hello. You want to roll the d20 or me?
Oh, God.
You can roll it.
Very fitting.
My dice have not been kind to me today.
I don't think John's have been either.
You want to roll the second one or me?
Oh, no.
Oh, God.
19.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Slight dice rolling is such a fun part of the game.
I have no idea what to expect. There have been 2 d20 rolls.
I will tell you that you feel this incredibly quick surge as your hand almost feels in a very grotesque way as though it begins to erupt from within. So if you've ever suffered a bad burn, and you know that sensation of like a blister beginning to form, that you feel that almost like sliding underneath your skin. And I will tell you and you that you begin to feel Ritora intensely shake. And I will tell you, with no sense of pleasure in my heart, 49 necrotic damage
God.
begins to rack through your body, and you feel Corin's hand squeeze yours. And this intense, radiating warmth, almost like a peaceful release of redemption, washes over you. And you close your eyes for what feels like will be the last time. And Dawn, you watch as Corin begins to vomit black tar and takes 49 radiant damage. I told you you won't be alone. And I will tell you, because of what we rolled, and because he is not immune to this damage type, because that is the way that Aura Redemption works, that even if he is resistant to it, he loses that. That because of the 19s that I rolled on the injury chart, you watch Corin's eyes roll back into his head, and the reins slide out of his one glove, and he topples backwards into the carriage. And you guys watch Corin fall unconscious at your feet. And I will tell you, the horse as well vanishes, and your carriage comes to a screeching halt. I will tell Vorst and Nosgrim, you both definitely hear this as the carriage slides to a halt.
Am I conscious?
You're conscious and you're alive. You took none of that damage.
Corin.
Silence.
Jump back into the carriage and try to
Stir him.
stir him.
Tell you that Corin remains motionless in your hands.
Either.
What happened to him?
I'm gonna slowly turn around. He somehow took the damage for her.
Then we need to keep moving.
Yes.
I'm gonna go to the edge of the carriage.
We
That's
were
good.
and stopped, so.
Yeah, as soon as I would have seen that it stopped, I would have grabbed him to be like, turn this shit around, we gotta go back.
And you
I'll-
lean out the front of the carriage and you see them beginning to turn the skeletal horse.
I'll attempt to link with Corin to speak into his mind to see if there's anything to link to.
You link to him.
Okay. I'll just say, are you in there? He can't respond.
I will tell you that, yeah, you definitely establish a link.
Okay.
And he remains motionless on the ground.
Still breathing, right?
So you have very slow, labored breath. And plate mail on his chest kind of rise and fall ever so slowly.
If there's anything you can do for him, I will help Nosgrim and Forst hook the carriage up to his horse. We'll have to risk it going to the city.
I can try, but he cannot be healed by normal magic. He is not alive. I will do whatever I can
Understood.
to at least bring him comfort.
At this point, would we, like, be getting back to the carriage?
Yeah,
Is he
you're
on
only
the
like
ground or in the carriage?
He's in the carriage.
Yep. Who's on the front bench now? Only you?
It would just be Ether, and you would have leaned out and come out towards to welcome them. So yes,
Yeah,
you
as
two
they
are
were
right.
coming up, I would hop down.
What is this? Where's the horse?
Corin made a sacrifice. Ritora is being affected greatly. We need to hurry. He is still breathing, but I don't think he can continue the journey.
I can hook my horse up to it, but I don't think a skeletal horse is the best.
I don't think we have a different option.
I could call a different one.
Can you?
It's fine. I'll.
Nope.
You cannot. You cannot,
I will
Ritora.
not let you.
We have a horse.
Nesgrim,
It is
go see
alright.
if you can tend to
No matter how he slices
Corn.
it.
I'd like to use my reaction to, if she starts moving her hands or
Mhm.
saying anything,
Mm-hmm.
I don't
I
have.
will.
I don't have to.
I will. But if you do,
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah,
will
grasp.
grasp you,
Mhm.
so you cannot do the somatic components.
Mm-hmm. I will attach the horse. Nesgrim, go looking on Corin. And then I'm also gonna and call for my good old buddy in the back of the
He's still back
carriage.
there, isn't he?
Mm-hmm. We're up front.
Yeah.
It's time to run.
Yeah.
I'll attach the horse and I'll rig up 2 harnesses.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna drop Fine Steed and then do it again to summon a not skeletal horse.
Very good.
What's this one named?
What a guy.
Mm-hmm.
And
It's still.
It's still riblet.
Just a bit
Burnout.
meatier.
Meaty riblet. Ooh.
11.
Yeah, you're good.
It'll be just
Rebecca.
standard basic bitch horse.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm gonna name this one. Basic bitch.
BB.
Okay.
BB.
Okay. Yeah, you guys begin hooking up Nesgrim's very normal horse.
Why did you say it?
The horse has quotations around it.
Yeah, no, and I will tell you that as this is occurring, for those of you that are still in the area of Corin, you would feel after, a minute or so, him just kind of like shake and stir, and you would see his eyes open once more. And he just kind of like has a trail around both edges of his lips of this like black tarish blood just kind of leaking out. And he just like shakes his head and begins to sit up ever so slowly.
Are you okay?
What?
Are you okay?
What is he saying?
Corin?
You see this black blood begin trailing out of his ears.
Can you hear us?
Are you talking? No.
Ritora's just gonna start crying and just like wrap her arms around him and just cry.
We have to keep moving. It doesn't matter. Move.
I would take the time to cast Expeditious Retreat on myself
Hmm?
so that I can run faster and keep up with the horse and Gruda. It's a 7 burnout.
I'm gonna. Hi, basic bitch.
Mm-hmm. Hiya! Heck yeah, no, absolutely. You guys feel the carriage suddenly start to lurch, and you two are running ahead. We have another hour.
Gonna clean the blood from his ears the best I can. I understand what's happened, but I'm
Thank you.
I'm going to establish a link with Ritora.
Mm-hmm.
When I do so, can I feel another presence?
No.
Okay. I don't say anything.
I don't know what people are doing. We've got another hour of travel.
I am steering my horse.
I'm going to speak into Corin's mind.
Mm-hmm.
I imagine that you can at least hear this way.
Yeah, I would say telepathic projection would override deafen because it's not the actual physical sensory experience of hearing. So yes, he would hear you. Yes.
What is it that you did for her?
I can protect her.
How much more can you handle?
as much as it takes. Don't let her leave my side, even if she
Understood.
tries to.
I will let Felix know. I think he can keep her put.
Yes.
We gathered. I think we gathered more than what we needed. I don't know if such a ritual can fix hearing, but I'm certain we can find a way.
I'm not worried about it. I've lived a long life.
Yes, well, I'm sure you'd still like to hear your daughter's voice again.
If that is to be done.
I'm not as beautiful a translator as all that.
Thank you.
It's nothing you wouldn't do for any of us.
Thank you.
And I would turn to Felix, and into his mind, not out loud.
Mm-hmm.
Corin asked me to make sure that Ritora stays by his side. He believes he can protect her again if he must.
I'm already glaring at her, and I'll just nod.
Mm-hmm.
Very good. We are getting close now.
And continue riding, pass by the large, beautiful bones that protrude out from the ground from the snow, extending up 40, 50 feet in height into the air. You and Riordan are running ahead of the horse. No change in smell, no strange odors, no signs of danger whatsoever around you. I don't know if there's anything else anyone would like to do during this hour.
I would be ritual casting detect magic.
I'm going to grab my focus and just rip it off and hand it to Ether.
I understand. Slip it into my pockets.
Mm-hmm.
I will keep it safe.
You don't have to keep it safe. Just keep it away from me.
While we were running, I would have shouted back into the cart for Felix.
Okay.
Look over my shoulder every once in a while, see if he popped his head out yet or anything.
Up to you. Yeah.
Just kind of quick.
Can you make me faster? You can't help me in any way.
Sorry.
I'll go ahead and crush my other expeditious retreat for this last leg. Jam that powder in my mouth or whatever onto it.
The spices.
No, it's
Handful
just,
of
just
cinnamon.
verbal and somatics. It just whoosh.
Just a handful of cinnamon in there.
Yeah, you're like, now I like this stuff.
7 again.
Very good. Yeah, no, you are a substantial distance ahead now. Because it permits you to dash as bonus, correct? Yeah?
Yeah, and like I said, like, we're tied off to the to help pull.
Anybody else?
Good luck.
Anyone else?
Do I get anything from detect magic?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no, you would detect an incredible aura of necromancy around Ritora.
No, that's at 6. I was gonna whip you. Wait. Oh, he's redemption, right?
Yes.
Okay. Fuck.
I'm not able to determine if it's a spell. Right. It's just the aura of magic. Because I understand the hand is.
I will tell you that you are able to discern from the concentration of it. It would look like something blooming, and it would look realistically probably like a spell is being cast,
Okay.
but not a spell that you can whatsoever determine the caster's origins from.
Okay. So seeing, and there's nothing on Corin.
No.
Okay. Yeah, seeing that, I'm going to gather myself for a minute and look at Ritora, and I'm going to attempt to dispel magic on whatever that effect is.
Fantastic. Yeah, you can make the ability check associated with it, because I am a higher spell level.
I think Ether would double take for a second and not do that, understanding what Corin is. If this is like an aura around her.
Sure, and you're curious as to, if you're hesitant that you don't want to conclude what he is doing.
Yes, if it
Sure.
looks,
Sure.
Yeah. So
I
would-
will give you the indication through your detect magic that is not what it is.
Okay. Then I would do that then.
Fantastic. You may make for me that glorious
Roll
ability
hot.
check.
Roll hot.
Come on, Donnie Bagfeet.
Come on, back feet. Shadow elf, shadow elf.
Donnie needs a new pair of shoes.
Is it my spell casting?
Yes, the modifier, the plus.
So it's a 21. It's a 16 on the die.
Make for me a con save, buddy.
Oh, it's got a clap back.
18.
I will tell you that you do not conclude the effect of the spell because it is not a singular spell
Sure.
that is overtaking her. It is a spell that is almost pulsing. So I
Sure.
will tell you absolutely, you resolve and conclude the effect that would be occurring at the conclusion of this hour. And for that price, you suffer 1 level of exhaustion.
Okay.
I will tell you that as you watch as Ether kind of gathers himself, reaches towards you as you're just like hysterically crying adjacent to Corin, you feel him reach over your arm once again with just like this. What are the other components for Dispel Magic? Is it just
It's
verbal
just verbal
somatic?
and somatic, yeah.
You just hear Ether kind of like whisper these foreign, or not foreign to you because you're an elf as well. You hear these, elven words of protection and prayer kind of whisper out from Ether, and that intense slicing sensation you feel kind of diminish and dissipate.
I'm going to also attempt to hide the fact that I'm exhausted. From
Yeah, I was gonna ask if I could have noticed it happen.
You... alright.
Like that it took a toll for him to do that.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Did we see him cast it?
But yeah, no, you would see him cast the spell. Yeah, no, the two of you can make insight checks. Don, I will ask you to make... It can be either deception or performance are the two things that I feel like are being the most appropriate.
Sure. It's the same. Same for me.
You're hysterically
I'm hysterical.
crying,
I'm-
looking at
I'm
Corin.
not-
I would say you're sincerely distracted.
Yeah.
If you would like to make it a disadvantage, I would maybe let you do that because you would determine that he is casting a spell on you, and if out of like the corner of your eyes. But I sincerely don't think it would be your concentration right now.
It's a 4 minus 1.
Ooh, 7. I rolled a 2 on the die.
Nice, dude.
So 6 plus 6. 12.
Yeah, no.
I don't hide it at all.
I mean, it's not that you don't hide it. It's that like
It's visible.
you both see him like grimace, and like the color fades suddenly from his face, and he just takes like a heavy breath.
Yeah. I would immediately just go back to like cleaning the blood out of Corin's ears and tried to be nonchalant about it, but like obviously visibly, like you said.
Being that he's a cleric and I am not, would I recognize the spell because it's a spell that we both know?
Yeah.
Seeing him attempt to brush it off, I would speak into his mind. Did it work?
I can reply. Yeah.
To me.
Yeah, for him, yes.
For now, I do not think it will last. It is pulsing.
Looks like it took its toll.
Yes, trying to not let Ritora see.
Not many times can you do that.
Once more.
We should take it in shifts, you and I.
All right.
Keep an eye on her. Let me know when the time comes again.
I will.
You met it.
Did I?
You were 22? 21, right?
On my
He was 20
save?
He was 21 and then he saved it in 18.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. You met it.
Yeah, because my modifier is +5 and I rolled a 16. On both things, I rolled a 16.
I don't know if there's anything else anybody would be doing as we make this last hour-long leg of the journey back towards the gates of Oshuamp.
I would ask Corin in his mind. Where do you keep your diabolist books? Do you even have any?
Yeah, no, he obviously has to respond out loud.
I don't really have many books anymore. Everything I've learned was, well, kind of came naturally, I guess you could say. There are books that Iris has inside of a library. I will tell her to let you read them if you want.
You will.
Yeah, of course I will. Anybody else?
I'm just gonna pee. Not Ether, but me.
Nesgrim would be steering. DJ's gonna go
From the
step outside.
exhaustion, maybe.
Sure. Yeah, no, absolutely. We'll take a quick break, friends, and we'll be right back.
Be right back, friends. And we're back.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not.
All right.
That's fair.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Also, you're welcome.
Mm-hmm.
The resub.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't even see it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, thank you, DJ.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Streamer.
Fondle that bag again.
So, we are on the last hour of our journey back. We will be approaching the gate. I will reiterate once more that yes, indeed, there is typically a singular guard at the gate of Oshuamp for the North Slums. I do not know if anybody else has anything they want to do in the hour as we approach the gate. You're continuing to renew rituals. Mm-hmm.
I'll shuffle a nice deck.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Let us in. There's a dragon. let me rip the dragon. We'll get in, no problem. Let us in. Open the door. There's a goat out here. Help! There's a goat.
But a goat with demon horns.
Black Phillips out here. Let me in.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know if anybody else is doing anything, but we got that glorious
My back just hurts from
stress.
hunched over.
Stress. Ritora's just like whispering, "I'm sorry," over and over again. On deaf ears.
What?
I would be keeping my eyes open. My peepers are peeping.
Very good.
My sniffer is sniffing. And I'm also just screaming at Riorda to just push as hard as he can.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm gonna
Long
push.
rest that he's 100% gonna rage.
I would
Rev it over
push
your
whatever I need to push to get any sort of extra speed out of me. Like, if I need to take a level in exhaustion for it, so be it. Or if I have to pop my shifter ability, so be it.
He's activated the nitrous.
Yeah.
Time for Forced in Space.
We're doing this for family.
Oh,
Force diesel.
Cool.
Thank you, Siren.
Very good.
Just have to.
Yeah, no, I'll tell you that you guys are definitely making them drastically faster with how strongly you are pulling and assisting the horses.
Is my horse even doing anything anymore?
I mean, it's the horses sitting in the carriage with you.
Rita's just carrying him.
I'm just picturing my horse like hose not on the ground, still running like it's actually doing something. It is my horse.
Like when you hold a small dog above water.
Yeah, I mean, your horse is definitely still running along.
Is it pulling any weight?
Yeah, it's definitely pulling some, but you guys are getting there. I will tell you, Don, that your detect magic, as you guys are getting towards the close area of the city, instead of it taking an hour, you can determine, will be reaching the walls. You'll be reaching the gate before that next pop.
Cool.
But, yeah, because we had first hour trigger
Sure.
to her.
So we have to
second-
dispel it prior to that?
Yes.
Okay.
So first hour triggered to her, second hour triggered to Core, and third hour is the one that you're ignoring.
it.
So what would be happening as you guys are hitting the gate, you know you're not going to have. You see it
I see.
pulsing,
Okay.
but you know that when the pulse happens, it's not actually going to do anything.
Yeah, it's going to misfire.
Correct.
Okay, so we have another hour.
Hour subsequently, yes.
Got it. Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm going to internal clock
Mhm.
that.
Absolutely.
And I guess not keep detect magic up again because I have it on a clock now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I will tell you guys that you are, approaching the vastness of the north side of the city. You see the beautiful black stone walls and the black gate in the distance. Vorst and Riorda up here pulling as fast as they can. Very normal horse, pulling as fast as it can. The rest of us in the carriage.
I will take. I don't remember what it was called. I think it was the rope of entanglement. Is that what it was?
You have a rope of entanglement, yes.
I will hand that to Yalumlo.
Cool.
In case we need it at the gate.
Understood.
Continue to shuffle my fun deck.
I will tell you, you guys are about 150 feet away from where you can see that there is a singular guard standing right inside of, right outside the large black wood walls of the gate.
Nazgrim, you should get rid of your horse.
It's a regular looking
No,
horse.
it's a
Oh,
regular
that's right.
horse.
It's a very normal horse. The horse
Mm-hmm.
has quotations.
That's right.
I like to think
I
that
forgot
there's
we
like a
switched it.
pattern of like
Shit, we're
skeleton,
150 feet
like,
out.
just kind of left
You gotta
behind.
get rid of that.
I think at 150
Like
feet
when it hits
out,
the light
the
right
two
way.
dogmen that are running the cart with the horse is probably of more concern
Yeah,
than
that's
the
fair,
horse.
I guess.
As
Yeah.
we would
We don't
approach the
have
gate,
time
I
to
would
be worried
probably
about it.
like pull back so that we're not like ferociously charging into battle.
Yeah, I mean, Rearder's rage would have concluded anyway, so he's
Yeah.
no longer looking, demonic.
I would also,
As demonic.
Yeah, as demonic.
as we're getting closer, would lean out and like wave so they know that we're not like assaulting the fucking city going
Yeah, I mean-
at 1,000 miles an
There
hour.
go Corin's carriage. It's fine.
Yeah, sure, that's
Yeah.
fair.
Mhm.
Fair.
Yeah, you guys are about 120 feet away, 60 feet away, 30 feet away. I feel like an auctioneer.
Is there something we're missing that we should be doing?
No, I just don't know if anybody wants to do
At
anything.
about
I
30
do not
feet,
want to. Yes,
I
I do
would
not.
probably shout to them, like, begin opening the gates. Like, we have two very maimed people on board.
Yeah, no, I'll tell you that you see, a shorter woman with comparable to what Nazgrim's got. You see just little like blonde bangs kind of poking out underneath it. She's got on a dense, heavy chain. You can see, a very large, long sword, kind of looks more like a bastard sword, like a two-handed greatsword along her back. But again, since she's short and you guys are a distance away, hard to really discern. You see her just kind of like squint at you all in the distance. You're about 30 feet away. You continue moving towards, and as you yell out, open the gate, we have two people maimed. She just kind of, again, looks back at the gate. Nobody in without passes. You know that.
Show mine out.
And pull mine out because I'd be on the carriage too.
Sure. Yeah, no.
Is there enough,
buying
are there
his.
enough bags to bury him in? On the carriage?
Corin is a very big man.
Not Corin. Ether.
Ether?
Bag feet over here.
Oh, Weirda doesn't have a pass either.
That's true. Okay.
He's a horse.
Nay. He's a horse. Where's the performance check?
The process for checking passes in groups,
Mm-hmm.
do they check to make sure that they can see everybody holding a pass simultaneously? Or could we attempt to hand one off after making it look like
We're
we
gonna
put
now
one
you
away?
now you see me in this shit.
I mean, I will tell
As
you,
somebody who's gone in
We'll
and out
throw
of
the
the group.
pass. Passive,
because
it
of the
just-
size of the carriage, when you're bringing back large quantities of wood, it is typically like everybody steps out of carriage. Or if they are securing things in, it would be, if you can leave the carriage, you step out of the carriage, show pass, and then I move to everybody, look into the carriage and see everybody to see whether or not they have pass. So,
Sure.
incredibly difficult to try to like sleight of hand this.
Yeah.
I will tell you, like, you can absolutely attempt it. And if you guys come up with justifiable reasons for why the people can't leave the carriage, there's a possibility that this individual believes that. But
Would I
that is open up.
would I know this guard?
I was just about to say, is this Julia?
No,
No.
this is not Julia.
Damn.
This isn't the juggling guard,
Yeah,
right?
that's what I thought. You know, there's one I was like,
We're
wait.
not gonna. We gotta go to another gate.
We don't have time for juggling. People are dying. All right, you guys are just the worst. Close the gate.
I thought Julia was the one whose house was haunted.
Julia Gulia.
Yeah, Julia's the haunted house one.
Yeah.
Yes. I will tell the three of you that you would know this woman as a middle-aged lady named Kayla.
Would I? Not that Ether spoke with her, like,
Yeah,
or any of the guards,
Mhm.
really. Would I recognize her where, like, she would have seen me frequently? To the point where, like, if I'm like, hey, I'm the Bone Man, my legs are
I would say it's an afternoon guard, not frequently for you.
sure.
I would say it would be more likely and plausible that Yalum Lo would have at least a better sense of her personality. I will let you make a history check.
$17.
You know that she is has a lot of enemies of regular people and is not really well liked amongst the guards. She's okay with that. She's kind of like an outcast, like a black sheep.
She sounds really cool.
And is fine with that. You also know that in her solitude, she enjoys tending to her plants. A little garden middle-aged lady.
I love her.
Right? Right?
That's me in 20 years.
Yep.
Yeah, I would step down like normal process and pull my pass. It was an expedition for Mr. Arthur. One of the injured, unfortunately, has lost a pass. Burnt. I'm certain that Mr. Arthur is good for it. And, we were gathering herbs outside. I'm certain if we have some left over that we could
Y'all
spare
got
some for you.
seeds?
Seeds, indeed, yes.
I mean, one pass is alright for a few seeds. Been growing a bit bored with only having so many things that I can reach in my little, journeys out on my days off.
Yes.
What kind of seeds do you all have?
You'll have to speak to my friend Ritora. She was the one gathering.
Oh.
Mild panic.
Just like
I'm fine.
Hearing that it's going fine, I would then stop unwrapping my bandages and put it back on.
I thought you were just signaling to your crotch region. It's dead. It's
No, I'm
burned.
just gonna stick my burnt legs.
I got no
through the front of the cart.
thick. Let me in the city.
Bone legs.
The mallow seeds were found closer to the city,
Mhm.
right?
What was the one
What about
flower?
the Bowen seeds?
Bowen's leaf
Bowen.
is not very close to the city typically.
Wasn't that a really pretty flower too?
Do we
I
know?
would-
Is that one? Is it like toxic or anything? I don't want to give her anything.
The
dangerous.
mallow one.
Yeah, we don't want to insult her.
Oh, you're giving me poison.
Here's some death bell.
While she's talking to Ritora, I would turn to Vorst and speak into his mind. I think we can clear Ether without a pass, but Riota might have to wait until we can bring one out to him.
Unless we can find a way in, I have items to sell to pay for his pass.
We can offer, but if she insists, I think we'd best take what we can.
I will
Sure.
tell you that Bowen's leaf is a pretty flower. It's used often as a sedative.
Nice.
So I'll pull out a couple of those seeds. I'll say 2 of those seeds and then 3 of the mallow seeds.
Cool.
To the blood purge.
Not the blood purge. I have
Seeds of a curse.
these ones.
Meat flap.
Mallow, probably a bit more common around here. I don't know if you've come across it. The Bowen's leaf was a bit harder to come by.
Yes.
I can offer those to you in different circumstances. I can help you growing them, if
Can you?
possibly.
That
Not
would be lovely.
not at the moment.
Certainly.
But I'm quite adept at growing.
Of course.
Here.
She just kind of extends out a very, heavily gloved hand.
Oh, I wouldn't have like a spare bag or anything to put them in, right? Probably not. I'll
Probably
just
not.
Gently place the seeds.
Mm-hmm.
Probably shaking.
Mm-hmm.
She cackles like a hag.
I think they have some medicinal uses as well, but I would be careful. Unless you know what you're doing with them. I think
My mother taught me well.
I'll close her hands around the seeds.
Thank you. I will look forward to growing plants with you in the future.
I hope we can meet under. It's just
Just like Adrian moans.
Yeah.
Oh God! Bowen's leaf.
You don't have
She
to take
passes
magic
out.
up, right? No. Okay. The seeds are fine.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, just
She closes her hands with yours and just kind of looks up at you and smiles softly.
I don't meet many nice people.
I hope we can meet under better circumstances in the future.
Of course, perhaps one night we can meet at a tavern and have a drink and talk of a garden.
Sounds perfect.
Yes, it does.
I'm feeling an overwhelming sense I need to hit on this woman.
Have we found
There's only one way to find out.
the hidden lesbian in this episode?
Hiding in plain sight.
It's like the hidden Mickeys.
I like the
They're-
look you're giving John Bull just
Yeah.
chewing Sour Patch Kids. It's just
angry.
That is what's happening. Is you're just. Hey.
I'm not true. My horse.
See it. He's just like eating
Riblet.
random leaves. He's popping the seeds into his mouth.
You want to touch my riblet?
Yeah, I will tell you that she,
My
you know,
steed, please.
reaches back and pulls.
Control
Since
yourself.
it's an ascending gate, she reaches back onto a lever behind her and pulls, and you see the gate slowly begin to ascend as this crane starts to work.
Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
As fast as possible.
Thank you.
Of course, darling. Drunkard's last hope, maybe in a few nights.
I was thinking, I don't.
Aether's actually dying. in the cavern. I've been burned alive. My leggies.
I got some water in my lungs.
That's where that goes.
Felix, why?
You won't shut up.
Give me 1 second. Good old schedule.
Well, I get off most nights around dusk. Maybe in a few days, if you're feeling better.
If I'm able, we'll be there.
Very good. I look forward to seeing you.
It's a serving. She just kind of pulls back her, the coif underneath, and you can see the extending, like, nice, pretty blonde hair that she's got. Yeah, no, and you can see that she's got ever so slightly pointed ears. This way you can find me in the tavern a little bit easier. Just pull it back.
I appreciate your help.
Of course. Yeah, no.
The Renaissance painting.
You guys see that the large, it's totally not ominous gate of the city of Oshuamp
Mhm.
rise for you and step back into the carriage.
I gesture for Rear to join them in the back of the carriage.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he hops aboard.
I'll take the reins and start walking the horse through.
Mm-hmm. Anybody? Anything?
Whoever's on the other side's going to check for passes as well, correct?
Going into Slums West, yes.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
As we start getting through, when I go to walk past her,
Mm-hmm.
what should we tell your fellow guard on the other side for the lack of pass for our friend?
To get into the West?
Yes.
I don't really have many friends.
And who's on duty?
Juggler.
You good?
Yeah.
Like, sincerely, are
Yeah,
you
no,
good?
I'm fine.
mouse.
I'm sorry. Trackpad.
It was very disorienting to look over at John, and I see him staring at the monitor, but it looks like he's staring intently at me.
He is.
The monitor.
It's actually just looking at pictures of lizards.
I think that's what I'm usually doing.
It's the wrong kind of monitor.
This monitor won't do.
Oh.
While we're waiting any verdict on the red berry.
Red berry's not bad.
I only got yellow and blue.
Not positive, but it's
Do you want a red?
probably Aiden.
I know anything of him?
You would know that he's very polite and amenable. He's very friendly. Seems like a good dude.
Too friendly?
No. You can make a history check.
Can I also?
Yeah.
A constitution check?
It's a 19.
You're all joking over there.
5.
5.
4.
Seems like a cool dude. 19, you said?
Yeah.
No, it seems like he is the kind of individual that is remarkably harsh on himself, wants to do good and do right, and is not like definitively outspoken against many of the things inside of the city, but like definitively gives off the vibe that he is discontent with what goes on here.
Sure.
That's what you would know of him.
Alright.
Yeah.
Thank you again.
Of course, as long as I get to, have a lovely evening with your friend, we'll be all forgiven in the end.
That is greatly appreciated.
Absolutely.
What's
You all
up,
stay
what's up?
safe.
Just out of the character. What's up?
Am I going on a date?
I think so.
I mean, maybe.
Could I get that tavern again?
Drunkard's Last Hope?
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Perfect.
That's the one in Slums North, right?
Yeah.
That's the one.
Yeah.
There's a spooky reason about that one, but I don't remember what it was. That's a later problem.
That's a
problem for-
future Sarah in 7 more months because it's 3 days away problem.
Oh my god.
Yeah, no, we begin making our way through Slums North. I don't know what anybody wants to do. We've got 15-ish minutes into the city in which your detect magic would sense the what would have been the next blooming, but clearly is halted by your magical effect. We've got about 20 minutes or so to get through the remainder of the large area of Slums North.
I'm gonna go back to tending to Corin.
Should we drop Riordan off at Clark's?
Without a pass, it might be best.
I suppose so.
Refresh my memory. Christian's shop is in Slums West.
Correct.
Who do we talk to about getting a pass again? Like, where do we buy the pass?
Buy them from the guards.
You buy them from the guards? Okay.
Mhm.
Alright.
Yeah, the guards at the guard house. They are stored in the guard house.
Is there one that would be on our way to the West Gate?
Yeah, you would pass immediately by the North Guard barracks within the first 5 minutes or so of walking in Slums North in from the gate.
Yeah, I would hold up the horse. Or instruct them to keep moving along. I can catch up pretty quickly. I'm going to go buy Riordan his pass.
That will only get him into Slums North, I believe.
A pass for the West.
You can buy a west from north. That's
Okay.
how you get out of
Got it,
north.
okay.
Yeah.
Alright, cool.
Do you have enough on you?
I have enough on me, yes. I have even more in my bags to sell. I would much rather have him with us.
Should be
At
careful
Growlers.
about how much you carry to the guardhouse.
Yes, and
Yes.
be swift, please.
Ether needs one as well. Do we have enough for 2? It's 25.
25.
I'll hand Vorst.
I wish I had more gold. I got
know.
all these figurines.
So I know
hold
this
up
is
the one.
totally incorrect, so I'll have to figure out the correct amount, but I have 31 gold.
That sounds right.
That sounds
I have
right.
29.
Yeah,
I have
we're all
27.
around 30.
Oh, sick. Okay.
Yeah, I've got
Yeah.
35.
It's just most of it is going
Yeah,
back to
I would-
Arthur.
Mhm.
Sure.
I would hand you most of my gold.
How much do you need still? I have.
How much is most of your gold?
I have 29, so I would
The
take.
full
I would pull
25.
4 out and dump the rest in your
Yeah,
hand.
I'll take your 25.
Mhm.
I'll take my 35.
Mhm.
Oh,
That's 60.
well, I'll ration
That's enough
out
for
my
two.
35
Would
Right.
and to just for the 25 for the pass,
Sure.
so I can keep the other 10.
Sure.
would
Wait.
those of us that have been living in the city think that him showing up and buying 2 passes would look obviously it's going to look some sort of way, but that
Mhm.
they would give him trouble for doing so,
Not-
outside of like possibly making note of it?
Not trouble. It would be noted, and it would be asked like, "Why are you buying passes for other people?" And
He
those
would know
people
that
not
too.
here. Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Go along. I will catch up to you before you reach the gate.
You'll be alright on your own.
You should be. There's a lot scarier things that we saw out there than are in here right now.
Yes, if they ask. Injured, continuing toward the gate.
Yes.
You just happen to be the fastest.
Yes.
Anybody else want to do anything?
I'll pop in there.
Sure. Yeah. No. You separate ever so slightly. You guys see the barracks again. It's like
Yeah.
en route. You guys are like, following Southwest Bend, and he, takes a quick stopping off. Yeah. No. Let's see who. Fucking trackpad.
Sorry. It's okay.
I thought that
I
was
think
his
you
name.
Can, I think you can scroll with 2 fingers, I think.
What's the guard's name?
We have-
Trackpad.
It's okay, there'll be a
Is there a
mouse by
USB
Friday.
to plug it in?
Yeah, it's too far from there to there with
I have
the
a
mouse.
wireless one upstairs.
So do I. It's literally it's too far from here to
Yeah.
there. The signal is too far.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, I have to just get it USB.
Yeah. So we'll quickly resolve this. Barracks itself is a large, 4-story building, mostly brick and mortar. It looks very well secured. Shuttered windows, so they would all be closed. And at the area in which the large oak front doors are, double doors, there's just a guy standing outside. You can see that he's not really paying much attention to you, as you approach, but as you start to make it clear that you're walking in his direction, he goes from having the, kicking rocks and just, looking around kind of aimlessly to, really upright and, at attention.
Oh shit, customers are here.
Yeah, effectively. It's dude, nobody ever buys passes because everybody's fucking poor. I never actually have to do anything about this. So, my job is just sit here and, relax.
Sudoku.
Yeah, pretty much. I would love to give him, a little chair and little crosswords, but no. He sees you approach and he just kind of, gives you a nod. Business?
Afternoon. I am here to buy some passes.
Really?
Yes, we were on an expedition out in the woods, and we had an accident. Unfortunately, 2 of them were burned.
Yeah, alright. How many do you want?
I just need 2 for Slums West.
Sure. 50 gold, yeah.
If we could step inside for the exchange.
No,
I'll
no
look
one comes
around
inside
to-
the barracks.
Oh. Then I'll drug dealer hand him the gold.
Yeah, no, and he absolutely, in his hand, separates and clearly aligns 5 rows of 10. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
No problem, friend.
No, just with some extra shit.
Mm-hmm.
Put them on a necklace and put them in.
He steps inside. It takes him a moment to come back out with 2 of them. You can see that they're clearly the same kind of stone inlaid and scratched in.
Yep.
And the branding on the back. Yeah, man. Sorry to hear about your friends.
Yes. It's been a perilous journey.
Everything up here is perilous.
That I can attest to 100%. Thank you for your kindness.
Made it all back at least?
Yes.
For now.
Good. Take care.
Thank you. You too.
Yeah. Yep, and I'll hide away the passes like I would typically do with my own.
Mm-hmm.
And
I will tell you that as you turn to leave, you get a faint hint just from odor of like a pervasive ale. So you would get just like you turn, and you smell, and you notice you didn't smell it before he went in. But like he comes back out, and you just on his breath can feel it, and he looks like tired eyes, like droopy.
He went in there.
Yeah, he walked through the door and knocked.
Fuck,
on
I gotta
the
work. My social anxiety's really killing me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Once
take
I,
a shot.
I gotta talk to somebody.
once I smell that, I would stop and turn.
Mm-hmm.
If you're ever in Slums West, stop by Growlers. I'll buy you an ale.
Yeah,
It's very much appreciated.
of course.
Your name?
I don't really get off until late. Mason,
Mason. Borst.
good to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Growlers.
Until then.
Good. Trust you'll be awake after midnight. I'm up late.
Am I going on a date?
My social anxiety's high. This guy's cute.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, he's here!
Wolf, am I right?
Just being nice!
Been waiting for him to stop.
We met Mason.
Huh?
We met Mason. He's on my list.
Yeah.
Wait,
What does that mean, Don?
I just
got
went
his
through our
job.
notes. I wrote down
He's
the
on
guns that
my
we've come across.
list.
We had Jen the Juggler, Leonard the Drunk. We met Eli.
Mm-hmm.
I have
Mason.
actual notes for this campaign, guys. Not just fog,
Right?
That's
Mason
not,
the drunk?
So that's not the guy that
Yeah,
wants
but
to
what
die,
does Mason
right?
say? Does it say
What's
Bob
up?
Didn't we
after
meet a
Mason?
guard that like
No,
gave
it
off
says-
that he like wanted to die?
Yes, it's not him.
Okay.
Yeah, it just says guard Mason Knight. We didn't get a whole lot.
Yeah, no,
from
he
him.
was like, hey, going through? Yeah, bye.
Yeah, because he's shy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Incredibly anxious, saw a big group and was like, you guys are leaving? You go, bye. Mm-hmm.
Well, if I'm up that late, then I will join you for an ale.
Ale always keeps me up.
It's just repayment for some kindness. Thank you.
No problem.
And I'm leaving.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you when you're older, DJ.
So are we gonna set everyone up on dates before the end of the session, or?
Can DJ be
He
first?
can't do it about it. Talk to
It's only
anybody.
the guard.
It's everybody but DJ.
Not necessarily
We're actually
DJ.
all going to be busy on the same night, and you're going to have nowhere to go.
He's just gonna sit alone in the tavern.
Okay, so it's just my day-to-day life.
Right?
Luna's just gonna glare at you for 3 hours.
Well, it sounds like a date. I mean,
Oh my god, yeah, I will say that, you give a good couple of dashes and they're going at, still normal pace through the city. You don't want to be fucking rushing your carriage through the city. That's going to be terrible. Yeah, no, and I'll tell you that a couple minutes go by, you would catch up. I don't know if anybody wanted to do anything in that interim during the, 5-6 minutes that Vorts is gone from you. Yeah,
I'll just wait.
I assume we're literally
Yeah.
just hurrying.
Yeah, I would just be maintaining my countdown.
I'll be keeping an eye out for people paying extra attention to us.
Sure, you can make a perception check, absolutely.
And I would have taken the goggles off when I got back into the
Sure.
city.
Mm-hmm.
So that's that one.
Cool.
My
Yeah.
perception is +3. So it's a nat 1, but it's a 4.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, it's only because it is a tense situation. You're already aware that typically when people are coming in through Slums North. I had horse on the mind. Yeah.
How close?
Right.
Horse.
Yeah. No, typically that the brothers that are at the ramparts, that are at the towers, that are at the kind of intersections, for where the interior walls that guard the Aderost, and then the west wall and the exterior walls, that the brothers are effectively up there always watching. In terms of the other people that are around, it's not like it's a busy day, but because it's not really densely snowing yet, Slums North itself is a bit more populated. It's also into the afternoon. It's around 2-3 p.m. So it's not like anybody is really paying attention to you all. It looks like there's a lot of foot traffic going towards the tavern in the area. A lot of the traffic is going towards the shops that are more along the southern line. None of them look like they're really exquisitely paying attention. People notice you, but it's just oh, I don't know what they're doing, or whatever, I don't care. They're clearly leaving anyway.
Okay, and among who is in the carriage? Because I'm assuming I know you are. Are you? Okay, you were not, right?
No,
I was
He's
driving.
He's
You are-
Corin,
And you were not. 'cause
I'm
you just
not.
got
Weird
best.
is in there as
Weird is
well.
in there.
Weird is in there. Okay.
Ritora's in there. Corin is in there.
You guys
Alright.
are a little packed.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Making my way downtown.
Very good. Yeah, no. Forced eventually you catch up with them, and we make our way towards the guard at the west wall.
Yep. As soon as I would get back, I would catch up to the carriage and hop in through the back.
Mm-hmm.
This is for you, my friend.
Thank you.
No problem. Rita, protect this with your life.
A new collar?
Yes. No one can take this.
I'd
This
kill
is
them.
yours.
If they ever touch this.
Yes.
The guards can.
Touch it?
Yes.
Why?
Just accept it.
Why?
Just let them. Because
It
the
gives you
guards.
permission to go inside and outside.
Oh. Like inside right now.
Yes.
City's fucking weird.
Yes.
Yes, it means that you can move between certain areas of the city. Understanding that he just said to go inside and outside, and I don't want Rita to, like, just... Well, I meant, like, shit in the building.
I gotta go out. I gotta go out. Open the door. Sir, this is a tavern. Open the door.
He's just pawing at it.
Yeah, no. We start getting towards the west, the gate towards West Slums. As you guys indicate to him that, like, you know, he, as long as he wears that, he has safe passage. He indicates that this city is weird, and then definitively, like, kind of pokes his head out.
Fucking weird walls.
Yes.
I bet.
Do they
Yes.
remind you of anything?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Doom Hall, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Black Citadel. That place. The ones that, haha, you know.
Yes, about that too. I'll take off my my white cloak
Mm-hmm.
that I had over top of my regular everyday clothes,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll throw it on him. Keep your hood up. Not too many people looking like we do.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, that's sad. Not
Well,
many friends.
we have friends.
Oh, yeah.
Just everyone else.
Sure.
Bad.
Probably not a big fan of. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's-
Yeah.
That's
and,
fine.
I'll point to my ears too.
Mhm.
Like, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I can do that.
Yeah. And mine too.
I'm gonna go to bed now.
Yep.
We ran. Like a lot.
Instantly song sounded.
Wakes up from the shepherd's pie coma and then runs and
Yep.
then
Right after
He had to burn all his calories off. He was carb loading. He knew.
It's actually just a pup.
Yep.
Mhm.
He's a
Just a
good
big
boy.
old pup.
Yep. Yeah.
He's got his
no.
blankie now. So.
Towards the slums west at that portcullis, you would definitely see a guy a little above 6 foot. You know, you guys recognize Aiden. He's got curly, shoulder-length black hair. Also, again, lean, but like toned, so he's not like really imposing. Tattoo of the small bird underneath his eye, but it just looks like, you know, the lines for what would be like a child doing a bird.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
like that.
He just kind of looks at you guys as you're coming back.
Hey. You guys are alright.
Thankfully, for the most part.
Guards were talking about you all. Everybody leaving. Big trip.
Yeah. Couple injuries, but we'll be better now.
That's good. Going through?
Indeed.
Oh, of course. Just passes, everyone, please.
And I'll hold up Reardos from him sleeping there.
Hurt?
It's tired.
Sure. Long journey? Yeah, of course. Everybody, welcome back to the city. Good to have you.
Pulls the lever, portcullis opens.
Now's your chance, Nesgrew.
What's up?
Oh, hi.
this is Aiden.
Oh, that's it. I thought we.
Who was the one we were talking to at the plant one? I didn't write that one down.
That was Kayla.
Kayla, got
Mhm.
it. Okay.
Very handsome man.
Thank you.
My name's Aiden.
Nesgrim,
Very good to meet you, Nesgrim.
you as well.
What is it you do for your friends? You look like a very strong man.
Looks can be deceiving.
I'm very weak and frail.
Where is this conversation happening? You're outside the carriage, right?
He's sitting on the front of the
driving.
Okay. Oh, great.
This is how it normally goes.
I know all too well looks can be deceiving, of course.
Okay.
But you're not deceiving me, no?
Not intentionally.
Oh my god! I say can
The real reason I play D&D is to watch DJ and John flirt.
We need a bard in this party for bardic inspiration. You're not a bard.
Just multi-class.
Close enough.
No problem.
I understand we all, fumble over our tongues sometimes.
No, I meant that I may look strong, but like I cried like 3 days ago
Still hung up
in
on
a
that.
basement with all of my friends.
From inside the carriage. He's sensitive too.
While I
like
choked
that.
him.
A man who is open about his feelings is quite endearing.
Yeah, that's what I am.
Endearing.
I can't tell.
Visibly just shook.
I can't tell if you're trying to succeed or fail at this task.
I can't tell what the task
I
is.
think it's like the pauses because it's one of those. I didn't think I'd get this far. We're past
Practice.
introductions.
Yep.
I think what my friend means to say is that he'll be in the city for a while.
Really?
I'm sure you'll see each other around.
Oh, I would love to.
Yeah,
Are you staying in Slums West?
probably.
Oh, you don't have a place to stay? I have a place to stay.
Rent free.
For how many?
Are you that kind of... I mean... Are any of your other friends looking for a night stay?
We've had an adventuring party for some time and hoping to keep that party going.
Oh my! I'm so upset that I don't know silence.
My name's Nesgrim and I like to party.
Can we have an adventure party in your house?
Oh, I don't have my own house.
Nesgrim.
Where you stay in the barracks then?
Oh, I have a room at the Drunkard's Last Hope.
Oh, okay.
Well, I have a room at the barracks, and I also have a room at Drunkard's Last Hope, for the other evenings. But if your other friends are interested, they're definitely welcome.
I'm just gonna lean back into the carriage. Hey, I think I got a place for us to stay.
Just completely unaware of what's going on.
Nesgrim, two of us are actively dying.
It's certainly something to consider after we take care of our
Please.
injuries.
You don't need to set up a one-night stand right now.
We have growlers. I need legs. Ritora needs
So
a
much.
soul.
Oh!
All right, well, listen, Jeremy, it was nice meeting you.
Jeremy.
To be fair, I know his name is Aiden.
I know.
Nesgrim would 100% not
I
call
know.
him that.
I didn't know you knew my family name.
I really hope that's written. I hope you can just turn that monitor around and show him.
It is now.
He starts typing.
Canon.
Aiden Jeremy.
Yep. There it is.
Is your father's name Ron?
From the best.
If that's the case, that conversation would have gone a much different way.
Yeah, I mean, you just find me there if you're, looking to cry.
Okay, into Nesgrim's mind, let's go. I'm
Alright.
assuming the gate is open at
Oh
this
yeah,
point.
absolutely. He just weirdly halted the horse and is like flirting but not flirting with this guy.
Alright, well, I've got friends to save, so have a good one.
He's really playing up the hero angle here.
Yeah. All right.
Hi, basic bitch!
And he just kind of looks at the horse and then looks up at you and sees your like not remotely muscular arm just with this horse, and he hears the crack and he just goes, oh. And the horse begins going through. I'll be there waiting.
Into the sunset.
Into the tunnel.
It's like fucking E.T. We go up into the sky, like...
Yep.
It's Grease, actually.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. You hear the portcullis closing behind you guys.
We go through without any conversation about what just happened.
Really awkward silence for the like 60 seconds in the tunnel.
My glare at Ritora has turned to like just discomfort.
In the front of the carriage, just, I think that went well. It was...
Nobody's saying.
I think it went really well. I think you made a new friend.
I just love
Is
the
it National
Deathport.
Flirt?
It's just like
He felt it.
It's like that man's doing something.
He doesn't even need to hear me. He knows what I'm saying.
Yeah, we stopped for far too long at the gate, and you're driving the carriage.
I'm gonna try and, as we get into Slums West, like help Corn sit up a bit
yeah.
and prepare to get out of the carriage.
Yeah,
Which is
absolutely.
hopefully happening sooner than later.
Yeah, no, you guys make it over towards West Side. Make sure I save those changes for the last name.
What
Father's
changes?
name.
Yeah.
Oh,
what
yeah,
we're
that's-
talking about. My family name was always Jeremy.
Can't talk your way out of it, DJ.
Turns out Nesgrim's just really insightful.
John reads you like a book.
That was awkward.
Yeah, you said yeah, and then I'm just
There we
take
go.
please.
Finally, fucking like,
What?
like 8 clicks to fucking learn.
You sweat, he's gotta leave it.
No, that's why not all. It's cold down here.
It is cold down.
Dude, it's cold down here every week. Every week.
It's a base.
I don't think he's talking about temperature sweats.
Very nervous.
Now both our armpits are spicy.
Okay. Yeah, we make our way over
to Growlers, yeah. So we're going.
to Slums West, because you got to get through the guy at Slums West. Just in case anybody was, clearly like faking having a pass. It's a mid long
'cause
tunnel
it's like
for a reason.
bleeping. Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, you guys, as your carriage is approaching the other portcullis at the end of the tunnel, you see that, a guy on the other end just kind of like looks back through. He does not have a helm or anything. Really chiseled face, looks incredibly strong, just like very regal and defined. You can see that he's got a big scar that kind of like cracks down from his eye down to like his jaw and reaches like the edge of his lips. So it's like a large slash indentation.
Badass.
Yeah, I will tell 3 of you again. You guys remember this is a man named Edward. He is a little bit more heavy set. As you guys are approaching Nesgrim at the front of the carriage, you would see this as well. It's not like heavy, but he's like a little bit thicker, and like you can obviously see like a little bit of portliness as the bands around the edges of his breastplate are kind of like stretched and extending. You guys know him pretty well because he is typically, again, the person that's here in the afternoon. And you know that he is greedy and intolerant and very coarse and abrasive. So he is one of those, like, get the fuck out of my way, I don't want to deal with this kind of guys. But you would see him as you're approaching. And he would just kind of, like, peer back through the openings of the gate, the portcullis. Fucking passes, come on. That's a fucking lot of people in one goddamn carriage. Just pulls the lever and it begins to ascend.
A lot of fucking weird ones.
Okay.
I didn't say talk.
Just keep going.
Mm-hmm.
Any other character?
Oh yeah, no, he definitely, like, as well as you guys continue to move and everybody's leaning out, he definitely makes eyes at you.
Oh, my hood is up.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as we came in the city,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
you might still be able to see a little green.
Yeah, he would see some green along the face, and as you hold up your hand, you do have gloves on, correct?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So he would just see, like, a little bit of green around the lower regions of, like, your chin and whatnot, and he would just kind of, like, lean down ever so slightly to say, weirdest fucking thing I've ever seen.
I'll just hit him with a smile.
Yeah. All right.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Hi, basic bitch.
That checks.
Not to him, but to Nesgrim as we're passing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure Mr. Arthur will appreciate the expediency of the guard today.
Yep.
Think we should head there first.
I think so too. Get him his
cut.
Yeah, there you go. That's the word I was looking for.
Heading towards Arthur's? Sure. I'll tell you that it is about 30 minutes to go from gate towards Arthur.
How far is it to Growlers?
Like 30 minutes south. So Arthur is up here, Growlers is down here. If you guys go half an hour this way, you'll have probably about 40 minutes, 45 minutes from there to there.
Arthur's is the safer location.
We should send maybe Vorse to fetch what we need for the ritual.
What?
Yes, the others.
What did you say?
You might want to. We're away from. We've already moved away.
What did you say?
It's the word fetch.
Oh, yeah, I did say that. Fetch the others that we need for the ritual. I do not think we can rebound to Growlers.
Are we taking Rita to Growlers or to Arthur's?
We should stay together outside of sending one for the others.
Yes. He can sleep. But
Let him sleep.
we need
He deserves it.
to deal with this quickly.
Sure.
If there's any of the ale left.
You said that corn was like leaking,
Mm-hmm.
and he also had coughed up black ooze.
Mm-hmm.
I go ahead and touch his face, nod to him, and point, and then leave.
Mm-hmm.
So that I have it on my hand.
She's cleaned it.
Oh,
as
she's
an
cleaned it?
FYI. She
Oh.
has spent the majority of the time cleaning his face
He
and his
puked on
ears.
the inside of the
He
carriage
puked on
too.
himself.
Okay.
So I would assume that she would have as well been cleaning up like his breastplate and like his cloak.
All right. Yeah.
If you wanted any volume of it, you could absolutely ask Ritora.
I mean, I probably have like a cloth. Or
Yes.
something.
Yeah. If you have like the rag or
Are
something,
you trying
I'll
to
take
scent
that.
track it? Or
No.
You just want to bring it with you.
Yeah. It's a token of the severity of our case right now. I don't think they'd be expecting this.
Hello, DJ.
You may want to let them know what happened to Corin as well.
Yes. I'll see you at Arthur's.
Be careful.
Step out the back.
Very good. Yeah, you begin making your way over towards Growlers.
Quick question.
Yeah.
Corn vomiting black
Mm-hmm.
bile,
Mm-hmm.
right? Would Nesgrim connect that to his dad's blood from the vision? Great.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Totally fine.
I'm not your father. But I could be your daddy.
It's a strong man.
Very good. Yeah, we'll say that Vorse begins to make his rundown. You guys begin to make your way on the carriage.
before he would have left, I was flipping through my notes. We would have needed Serafina for this ritual, correct? Or would we not have?
You were told that she is most likely the individual that's going to assist in making the poultice that is part of the ritual.
Got
Yes.
it. Yeah, I would have told him, not just growlers.
Yeah.
also
he
that.
knows which people we
Yeah.
need.
Okay, yeah, it's been
I got a
however
nat
many
Serafina.
episodes.
30
Serafina, I
episodes?
think, would be
Yeah.
also be tied into Nivara because she's like Nivara's keeper as
Yep.
well.
Yeah, so I just flipped
yeah.
back through
And
to
then
make sure.
hitting up Growlers, but Growlers would also send a message to Iris in case we need any localized history for anything.
I need
Basically the
backup.
whole guild.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Keepers of the Light, assemble!
Yeah, pretty much.
Mhm.
How are we doing on time, either?
How we doing on time?
Would have triggered right around before you got to the gate. You've got probably 45 minutes, so it'll be shortly after you get to get to Arthur's on the carriage.
Okay, so we could do it now or then.
Yeah.
Okay. The spell is active now. We could do it now. Or when we get to Arthur's.
It will happen
When we get to Arthur's. Okay.
like right before you're getting to
Got it.
Arthur's.
Before we get to Arthur.
Yeah. We cannot wait until we arrive at Arthur's. And I'll grab Yell and Low and cast Guidance.
Sure.
Would I know what they're doing at this point?
I'm not hiding it
Or-
from you at this point.
Are you good?
Fine. What?
Just be careful.
What's guidance do?
It's a D4.
See if it matter. 24.
Absolutely. You again feel that same, as it is like pulsing and blooming inside of you, and you can feel like it is stretching. Like, in the same way that when you've got a pulled muscle and you can feel it's kind of like a resonating echoing where it's like a concentrated area, but you can feel that like burning inside of the muscles where it's stretching out. You feel that continuing. However, that sensation is also intertwined with like that warmth and cleansing energy, as you know that like the pulsing kind of dwindles and fades ever so slightly, but you can feel it still continuing to spread through your body. So you would now feel it up into the reaches of like your chest.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
I'm gonna grab Yell and Low in preparation for him feeling what I felt.
Mm-hmm. Con save.
That is 18.
Suffer a level of exhaustion.
I wouldn't hide it.
Mm-hmm. You see Yalumlo's face go gaunt, like heavy. You know, he's not like got a lot of color in him naturally anyway. You would just see like his eyes kind of grow heavy. And again, a deep sigh.
I will make this up to all of you.
And you'll make this up to us by pushing through to the end.
Yes. It is not about equal. You deserve to live.
Yeah.
Not. I don't want to see my friends hurt for my sake. I know I can do good in the city, and so I'll push forward.
You are needed.
I think your memory is best kept alive. For real, instead of in safekeeping.
There is no equivalent exchange in friendship, only magic.
I will make it worth it.
I know you will. The city needs all of us. And these people need all of us.
guys continue to make your way towards Arthur's home. Pass by the large statue as it is south of you, because you guys would be on the fastest path, hugging along the northern wall, knowing that Arthur's place is only a single street over from the north wall. And passing by, you see townspeople that are just kind of like, as it's now beginning to flurry in the midday, people are still traveling pretty actively in this area of Slums West along the northern area, because you know that there are several shops up here, and shops that are of good value, as this is the area that has got cobblestone streets and is definitively more protected and watched by the guards. Yeah, I will tell you that you successfully make your way without really drawing too much attention. You're clearly the only carriage that is out and moving. So that alone, by nature, is going to draw some level of attention to you, but nobody's going to approach you. You're a large group of people.
Plus just the sound of it
Yes.
on the cobblestone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like even
For
with the
that
little bit
shit
of snow that has
echoes.
come in, it has not snowed that much for the last 24 hours or so. So like, you're actually striking horseshoe against cobblestone and getting that wonderful. I will tell you that as that is occurring, you make your way successfully down to Growlers, unimpeded.
Approach the front door and check and see if it's locked. It's afternoon, so I don't imagine it would be.
No, you can see that there's 3 or 4 people inside. They look like they're having a late lunch or probably just an early dinner. You can see that inside Luna is right at the back at the tavern. You can see, small little Levi running around with just like a very long, obnoxious, tray, like a wooden tray with a really big fucking baguette on it, and it's freshly steaming. And it's like his little halfling hands are definitely only at the mid part, so it's just sagging towards the ends. He doesn't look like he's going anywhere with it. It looks like he's literally running around like a helicopter, and this is his blade.
I'll just stand in the doorway for a moment.
Mm-hmm. Open the door and go inside, you mean?
Mm-hmm.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. You kind of give a cough, and breeze behind you and snow kind of flurries, and you just see Luna look up and Levi underneath the little forced and Luna just weird, we're fucking closed! Everybody get the fuck out! I just the people that are eating just bowls in their hands stew on the spoon, just falling down around them like a little waterfall. Seriously, get the fuck out! And they all just kind of push away from the table in unison. Welcome back, yeah. The fuck? Fuck is everybody?
They've went to Arthur's. We need to get everyone together. Things are
step aside as people start just always like this.
Things are quite dire.
You have the stuff?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
We need Seraphina. I believe we need Ivara, possibly Iris.
Sure.
We're all alive.
Okay.
Ether has been very badly burned. And, I'm gonna hold up the rag. And Goran.
Sunlight?
He took a brunt of Ritora's pain. It almost killed him.
Alright, yeah. No, we'll get everybody.
I know.
Dumb fucking guy. Always doing nice things and shit. Levi, bring the bread. Yeah.
Bring the bread. Bring your stone, for sure.
Yeah.
Our party's coming back a little heavier than expected.
You guys ate a lot out in the woods?
We didn't.
I don't know what that means. I got bread.
There's a lot of shepherd's pie
I
involved.
found him.
Bread? Your brother?
He's alive.
Bread.
Lots of it.
Yeah.
We have to hurry.
Chicken.
Yes, that too.
Okay. You just watch as he just begins to fold. Like, clearly lets the wood drop from in front of him, and he just folds the bread, like, really large vertically. Arthur?
To Arthur's.
I'll run to Mr. Arthur's. And he little halfling feet, just
bread
super
shark.
fast steps, just bread shark. I'm coming! Nuda just, like, looks at him. Yeah, that checks. Okay. I'll get everybody and I'll meet you at Arthur's, yes.
Yes.
Okay. You get Seraphina, she's on the way.
Okay.
I've got to go get Iris from downstairs.
Yes.
Okay.
And Nivara's shop was right around the corner from Seraphina's as well, right?
Afternoon, she's already here.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
She's still okay.
Good day.
Yes. Thankfully. It seems things have worked out. Rolled very nicely for that. I mean, good drinks today.
Yes. All right, I'll meet you there.
Fast as we can, maybe an hour. We have to gather many things from downstairs.
Okay, make haste. It's coming in waves now.
All right. Add contractions. I'm sure.
They're only about an hour apart.
Sure, it'll be fine.
Oh no!
She runs back to the kitchen, and you just hear.
They're gonna die!
Yeah.
I hear it in Luna's voice.
Right?
Help me! Help me! Iris! They're gonna fucking die!
Yeah, I would run off to Seraphina's next.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. I will say that as that is, concluding, you guys would outside see in the front little courtyard of Arthur's little abode, you would see, his little stone kind of gardens that have, beautiful little like pink and blue flowers and lilies and roses and whatnot growing. You would see Wembley just outside with a big watering can. Fucking even when it's snowing.
You just hear the horse approaching, because the first thing he's gonna see.
Hands are about to be
See the watering can shake.
Hello, Wembley.
Long time no see.
You want to get a drink?
Not long enough.
I agree.
That watering can heavy?
Sure is, buddy.
Sure that 3 pounds is a lot for your frame?
Next Grim. We need to get inside.
Oh yeah.
Repeat. Two of
3
us are
pounds is real heavy.
two of
well,
us are actively
Good luck,
dying.
buddy. We're gonna go inside now.
Looking for Mr. Arthur?
Indeed, yeah.
Yeah, you'll find him.
Great, thanks, bud. Good luck with the flowers and everything.
Old man fight.
I'll just stick my hand out of the back of the carriage and just wave at Wembley as we go by.
Oh yeah, the green guy.
I'm gonna stick my head through.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Wembley. We have many injured people.
Good.
Okay.
Unfortunately, Nesgrim's not one of them.
I'm kidding. I'm mostly just upset.
I
that it's
understand.
not-
Yes.
I'll fuck you up, Wembley. You make me come back there. I will turn this horse around.
Nesgrim after
We will
the
continue.
ritual.
You're right, after the ritual.
When we don't need you anymore.
I'll tell you that, like, as you say you'll fuck him up, you just see him puncture the metal
Oh my god!
with his fingers.
Put his hand through your chest, bro.
Starts cracking it. And you see the,
Like an empty
water,
beer can.
water begin to, like, spill out and start to, like, freeze in the air below him. Like, unnaturally begin to freeze in the air below him. Oh, yeah.
That's a neat magic trick.
Full of fucking tricks, man. Just breaks the watering can and throws it aside.
It's the third one this week.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you walk over to a shed, there's like 50 of them.
Motherfucker.
The front yard's littered with them.
Hate all this shit. You just see there's an enormous scythe.
It's literally just this, it's literally just his hatred that keeps him alive.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, you see him just open the like weird little door to a small like cobblestone shed, and you 100% see a very big fucking scythe just hanging. Full of fucking tricks.
I'm gonna start helping Corin out of the cart to go inside. While Nesgrim and Wembley are just like staring daggers.
We're gonna mirror what happened in the basement. I'm gonna get on his other side, and
Yep.
we'll help him again.
Yep. Yeah,
Both of
absolutely.
us a little bit weaker this time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no, you guys just kind of see him just,
It's just a very long line of people helping the next person walk.
Vorst, Felix,
I'm not there.
yeah, he's still running.
Nesgrim. We should get inside.
You're right.
Grudges later.
I'll be back for you, Wembley.
You and Felix should stick with Gorin and Ritora. I'll make sure that Ether can get
Sounds good.
inside and upstairs. Or wherever we need to go.
That works. Alright, Felix.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go find Arthur.
Yeah, no, I'll tell you that you guys start to approach the large ornate doors, and you can see that they are currently ajar. You can see that there's a flicker of light from inside.
Hello.
I recognize that voice anywhere.
Hello, Mr. Arthur.
Nesgrim Kristock as I live and breathe. Really good to have you back home.
That's me.
Does he see us, or is he turning the corner to this horrific sight?
He's 100% like behind you, like Wembley leaves the door open while he's guarding. Yeah, no, and you guys turn and you see like Wembley just kind of looking at Arthur as he's standing in the opening of the like large gated area. You all look real, proper, fucked up.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good way to put it.
Well, I hope nobody bleeds on any of my nice stuff.
I think we've cleaned up most of the blood by now.
Good to hear.
My wounds are bandaged and burned anyway.
And he begins walking over towards you. He looks at Wembley, he sees the watering can on the ground broken. Good job, buddy. You know how I hate watering. Yeah, like it's really irrational. I don't know why.
I think it's because the watering can's too heavy for him.
Oh yeah. It's definitely too heavy for Wembley.
Into Arthur's mind, I'll say, we're out of time.
Figured. Your friend smells like the mines. I'll forgive you for the odor. Wembley can brew up some more perfumes.
Is the cinnamon not helping?
No.
It,
You smell like a walking corpse.
it might be making it worse somehow.
I'll ditch the glove with the cinnamon.
Cinnamon toast zombie.
No, don't take the glove.
Yeah, it feels once more like a bloomage in the air around you where it smells like rotting flesh, and it's just like incredibly repulsive. And Arthur is now like maybe 10 feet away from you, and you see him just kind of like recoil ever so slightly, where he just like shakes, kind of gives like a weird swallow.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
The cinnamon might have been doing a bit more than we thought.
Yeah. Smell like all those dwarves.
Been holding it at bay as best we can. Takes quite a toll.
Well, I don't really have like a room prepared for this, but Wembley. Yeah, I'll set it up. Good man. No, not. Far too true, good friend. Inside.
It's like an old sport, kind of.
Yep, pretty much. Yeah. He pushes the door open. You're letting all the fucking heat out, Wembley. I like it cold.
Are you sure I shouldn't kill Wembley?
Divine sense!
I get the feeling you
We
should.
just had different thoughts, because I just thought, I can't tell which one's John.
It's Wembley.
That's fine.
I'm used to the cold too. Yeah. Okay. Arthur just pushes the doors open once more. You guys see the luxurious mansion that is Arthur Hartwood's home. Wembley's going to set up No. Wembley instead. Use the ballroom. Why the fuck would I use the ballroom? I think mirrors might be helpful for us, friend. Could be good to see what's definitely true, you know? Harder to fool us that way. Sure. Wembley just kind of like it's a large T intersection where there's a back proceeding door with the ascending staircase that kind of encases it. As it comes up from either side, big ornate door. You see that Wembley steps off towards the left, reaches like the left wing, goes about 2 doors down, opens the door. And just kind of like before he steps in, looks back at everybody. Sure everybody's gonna fit in here? They'll have to. It's probably big enough, but, you know, at worst, we'll just have to really cram in tightly, I guess. Fine. Wembley steps inside and closes the door. Well, I don't know if you all have any of the components or ingredients for whatever our good friends from the guild are going to be performing for you, but I would imagine you should probably start laying them out.
I'll go grab Aether's sack and all the stuff from the kitchen.
Cold hands! That's great!
Magic fingers.
Yeah, I'll tell you that there's like a large ornate table in this foyer kind of area. And Arthur just kind of like moves aside the 2 vases of flowers and gestures at it's like a 12 to 15 foot long table, and just moves them to the sides and just gestures towards the center.
Start dumping everything out.
Yeah, I would take the sack from him and start sorting the things that we have.
You all remember the things that they said you needed? Like I said, I'm not sure what they're going to have to do or whether or not it's going to take a long time for them to brew it. This isn't my expertise. But all we can do is wait for your friends to arrive. And pray.
Yes.
I believe we got enough for at least the 2 rituals. We were unfortunately unable to acquire any texts. Aether. Toward the end.
Yeah, it looks like you met with something quite
Hot.
dangerous.
Very hot.
I did find some other things in Felfarthen.
Oh?
I've got this chess set.
Please play chess with him.
All right. Does it do anything?
You play chess with it?
Yeah. Good.
I'm gonna pull the 27 gold that I have
Mm-hmm.
and put it on the table in front of him.
Oh. Oh, yeah. Settling a debt?
Part of it.
Sure. Sure. You all did require a lot of gear. But thankfully you've all made it back pretty safely, it seems, outside of, terrible injuries to your friend here.
Yes.
Oh. Knowing how reckless and dangerous Felfarthen is, I guess you guys made it up pretty well.
Pull out the cinnamon sticks, put those in front of him too.
Nice.
And I have this suggestion box.
Do you have any suggestions?
No, I've got the Felfarthen suggestion box.
You took that?
He couldn't read it, but he still took it.
Okay. Thank you.
Sure.
You did great
Thanks.
out there in the woods.
I got attacked by an owlbear.
Yes. That sounds scary.
And orcs.
Yeah.
Orcs? Well, that sounds much scarier than an owlbear.
Is Riordan with us?
He's asleep in the car.
He's asleep in the back
We
of the
left
cart.
him in the cart.
Mm-hmm. Where the fuck did you guys find orcs?
They found us.
They found you.
Chasing an old companion of Vorst's.
Yeah. That makes sense. Well, hopefully you were able to get the friend.
He's in the cart.
Ah, good. Right? Don't worry about the rest of the payment. 27's enough. As a thanks for, making sure you got extra for Benjamin.
Of course. We would not have been able to go out there without you.
No.
I do have a proposition for you. Should this all work out, I did gather some seeds.
Oh. Lovely.
I know that, Oshuamp is not the most suitable, place to grow,
Hardly.
but I think with a bit of assistance, I might be able to help more than just Benjamin and I.
Alright. Well, what's the offer?
A place to do it.
Ah, the courtyard.
Somewhere perhaps
Bit more.
enclosed, a bit more secure.
Sure, I mean, I've been looking to spruce up the place.
A greenhouse.
Yeah, an addition wouldn't be something that the guards would, really bat an eyelash at for me. Sure. I can make that work. It's a good idea. Always forethinking, aren't you?
Can't have this happening to anyone else.
No. No, we definitely can't. Especially not with, how advanced yours looks to be.
Not everyone has the companions I do to keep them safe.
Mm-hmm.
Just look at Aether, Yellowmlow, Corin.
Very fortunate.
I completely understand. I'm not.
Into your mind, I'm going to say with a nasty fucking tone, if only you had listened. And just shake my head.
Regarding what?
I don't say a word.
Yeah, I say it out loud.
I don't say a word.
I appreciate your help, Felix.
I'm just going to make a nasty face at you.
Glenn, I would say that at about this time you would have made it over to Seraphina's.
Cool. You can run up all of them. Their spiral staircase up to the top of her tower.
Mm-hmm.
And bang frantically on the door.
Oh, give me a second. Like 5-6 seconds go by and you hear like footsteps rustling over, just like very close. Hey,
We're back.
yeah, okay.
We have to do it now.
Now?
Yes.
Oh no.
We're out of time.
All right. It takes time to brew.
Yes. Every minute counts. They are
Minute?
waiting for us at our... Yes. We are waiting at Arthur's. I can help you carry over whatever you need. All of the supplies are there.
Yes.
And the extras that you asked for as well.
All right. Extra spellbane?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah. I think we grabbed it.
Every minute counts. All right. We'll do everything I can.
It's been coming in waves.
Mhm.
I know there's some time in between the events, but not much.
I know. You watch as she just like literally hurries away from you, leaves the door ajar, it begins swinging, and you hear her muttering as she's running down. She might have to die and be brought back. And you just hear that kind of echo as she mutters it over and over as she descends down the stairs.
I would follow behind
Yeah,
her. But
absolutely.
I'm sorry. What was that?
It takes a day to brew, Forst. All that I can do is I can drain the life and magic from her and pray that we can bring her back.
How would we go about doing such a thing?
Definitely a more dangerous ritual.
Is that the only way? To sustain her until this is made?
Spellbane represses magic. I've got many paralytics. But if she is already under its effects and it is happening, I do not know if it will suppress that. And my fear is that if I repress her magic, it might not work in the way that we intend. It will take
Draining
this-
her of...
Yes. And I do not know whether or not that will be good or bad. But 24 hours is clearly far too long for her.
Gather what you need. As I said, I will help you.
Yeah, no, you can see that she pauses at one of the shelves down here in this area, and she grabs like two small, like lime green looking vials, hands them to you. Do you have a bag?
I would have like a pouch.
Yeah. Tightly, they cannot break.
I cannot break. I'll take my rag.
Do not have more.
Put them.
Yeah, roll them up in between. Yeah. And then you watch as she just kind of like looks back, and you can see that she's got small areas in which there are still, like, what would look like how we have these small little jars where inside would be salts and other things of that nature. You can see that she gathers up like 3 or 4 different sized ones that look like they have different sealed lids on top of them. Everything else is what you're bringing back, and I'm sorry. I really am.
There's no time to be sorry. If we're going to act, we do it now. I spoke to Luna already. She's gathering Iris and the rest of them at Growlers to meet us there.
We'll do what we can.
Yes.
She begins running up the spiral staircase.
Yep.
Hits the door on the outside, turns, closes it, locks it very quickly, and begins to run down the steps with you guys. I will say that that is the time frame for where they were with Wembley outside and whatnot. You guys are running back over in that direction. You guys would be inside still separating the things, and as Felix is making an angry face, that is when you and Seraphina would be running through the doors, and as you push through the doors, you see everybody standing here in the foyer, and you hear the hurried footsteps behind you. I brought bread!
Behind that.
Yeah, no, and you see behind them, in a rush, riding on the back of a white-brown bear, Faye, Iris, and the individual that you all remember as Grace, who has not yet spoken, clearly riding on the back of a wild-shaped Luna. And we will end there.
Oh my god.
Well,
That's my line. Well,
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 wait, everyone in unison? 1, 2, 3.
well.
well.
I was gonna say fuck you, DJ, but I decided not to.
Thank you.
Yeah, friends, thank you very much for watching tonight. We appreciate it immensely. Gally, thank you for 4 years
Wow.
of subs. You're old. You're very old.
Damn.
And Blue Vapor, thank you for 46 months, coming up on 4 years.
Good lord.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for staying with
Yeah,
us.
Yeah,
seriously,
thank you
through
for
everything.
Yeah, through all of this. Friends, thank you very much. We appreciate it. We'll be live next on Friday. We're doing a fireside chat because I'm still preparing some stuff for Doris.
It's a
but
really
that
good time
should
for a
be-
fireside chat
It
after
is.
this episode.
But that should be returning next Friday. But yeah, we'll be live for this, and then Tuesday for Oshuamp.
And also, where are we going? Son?
Yeah,
Fair.
we gotta talk about that. Yeah. Good night, friends.
Good night.